most we got, I was like, oh, that would be a bale of cocaine.
The former police chief, the first woman to hold the position in Tampa, spent years working in narcotics. But she's never seen anything like this before while vacationing in Marathon.
My family was a little worried. Like, what if there's a tracker or something like that? I said, well, the battery's dead if that happened.
The package was pretty heavy, she says, but they managed to get it into their boat.
We pulled it up on the boat, and it had been in the water for a while because the plastic had split open, and I could see down in the tightly wrapped kilos.
25 bricks of cocaine, weighing about 70 pounds, with an estimated street value of about $1.1 million. Border Patrol tweeting out this picture showing butterflies on the bricks.
We've actually found before, never any narcotics, but found like the large styrofoam things that people may have come over from Cuba and, trying to come into the country. So we found those kind of things before, but never found floating bales of cocaine, that's for sure.
That sucks. She's the worst person on earth to find that with.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, the only...
706.
Someone's going to find out that you got it to get in trouble. I would say this, so I guess you'd rather find, some kind of bale of money. That would be the best. That's the ideal,
and
right?
You don't have to offload
the bale
anything.
of money.
Bale of money, please.
Yeah. A bale of money would be sweet.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But you never really hear of that.
They're out there.
Occasionally.
They're out there.
Mainly in Surroundings.
Yeah.
This is so crazy. There, up until right now, was a law in South Carolina. If your kid wanted to take sunscreen to school, to spray recess and lunch
themselves,
they'd have to have a doctor's note.
Why?
The doctor would have to say, yes, this kid needs sunscreen.
Yeah, that's Big Sun. Big Sun put those...
Well, they finally came to their senses. You folks in South Carolina no longer have to do that. You don't have to send your kid with sunscreen and a doctor's note. Here's that story now. Take a listen.
Sun exposure is a major risk factor for developing skin cancer. And as opposed to other risk factors, it's one we actually have some control over. Dermatologists say changes here at the State House should make it easier for South Carolinians to take that protection.
Crayons.
In the coming weeks, backpacks across South Carolina will be loaded up with the usual.
Can I get this one, Dad?
Folders, pencils, crayons, and more. While you're shopping for your students, dermatologists recommend throwing in a bottle of sunscreen, too.
I think it can be just part of the back-to-school supplies.
But before this school year, if South Carolina families were sending their kids to school with sunscreen, they had to also include a doctor's note. It's because the FDA regulates sunscreen as an over-the-counter drug.
It had to be taken to the nurse's office. They had to have a specific time at which to go to the nurse to have it applied, and the nurse had to apply it.
But a new...
What?
This might be the policy at my...
The nurse had to put on the sunscreen for the kids?
Old school. Because I know, you couldn't even... If someone had a headache, they can't even just, You couldn't just send her with, a couple... Motrin or something like that. It had to go through the nurse, and the nurse had to... But I don't know about sunscreen. I guess I never...
the pills in time.
Yeah, I know, but... Yeah.
State law makes it clear. Public schools shall not prohibit the possession or personal use of sunscreen.
The fact that sunscreen was something students couldn't have in their possession, I've taught for 20 years. I actually didn't know that until this bill was introduced. But it's just good common sense.
Patrick Kelly says this is going to hurt schools.
High school students that are applying lotions at all manner of the day. I don't even in the business of policing whether their lotion has SPF in it or not, whether that makes it illegal or not.
Dr. Ann LeClaire recommends South Carolina families take advantage of this new law for this school year and those to come.
Very rarely we do see skin cancer in kids, but it's really this idea that the sun exposure that they're getting now is going to lead to skin cancer when they're older.
And it's important to note before loading up those backpacks that this new law only applies to cream and lotion sunscreen and not the spray and aerosol types.
You got a problem with a tan?
What does that mean? You still can't bring the spray and aerosol?
That's what it seems like, yeah.
Something we just didn't have to deal with in Michigan growing up.
No.
Michigan fall, not a lot of sunscreen.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't think you really ever really needed
sunscreen.
No, maybe
So,
like a
you know?
yeah, that's about it.
Someone said, what do those doctor's notes read? This
JAB
is not immune to the sun's
8934.
UV rays.
Yeah.
Please let them have sunscreen. That is so nuts.
JAB 8934.
Yeah, they're sick. It's weird. It's definitely weird. Like I've had some moments where Stella has had like a headache or whatever. And it's like, okay, I gotta go talk to the nurse and drop off a bottle of Motrin so they can administer it at the precise times. And I'm like,
Someone said, here in Michigan at my kid's school, I do have to fill out a form for sunblock. It's because if they have some sort of reaction, the school's not
that's what it is. They're just all worried about getting sued. They're so worried about getting sued. And
a kid putting on sunscreen?
yeah, I mean, I guess you just never know when someone's going to have some kind of weird reaction to something.
And also, sunscreen wasn't a big thing when we were growing up, too.
Exactly.
Like, where's the oil?
That's right.
Yeah.
You're so right.
Nobody
That's the
cared
baby
about
oil.
sunscreen.
It's like, I think I put vegetable oil on it one time. I've literally cooked myself.
I've seen you getting too much that and you turn purple.
Yeah, it's not great. But when I was a kid like that, I was like golden brown.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, me too.
there was nothing, because my parents never put a thing on me, I don't think ever. Whenever out
I
there.
don't think so.
I really recall. No. It was just getting the water. It was
They
more
were like smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was worried. There was no seatbelt. I was 6 and had smoking.
It's a different time.
Yeah, different.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Celebrity Dirt and Sports Views on the way. Is a 455-pound college football player the internet's latest obsession? Do those home improvement shows only make you feel bad about your own house? And has a festival been canceled because of Lizzo's sexual harassment suit? All that and more on the way after this.
Previously on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
You look up Manly Man.
Yeah. Yes.
You will find Ken. So, overly straight guy is what we're going to call Ken, and got an anonymous text, and it says, ask about making strawberry shortcake by himself at home.
You know what? There's a lot of sad, vindictive people in this building.
Do you like strawberry shortcake?
Well, I do. I guess if that labels me not very straight, I'll take the hit. The story, without waiting too long, was that whipped cream was suspect. There was a clear liquid in there that I figured if I mixed it back up would be fine. Not end well for me. For the quality portion of the time in the reading room.
Yes.
There was some crying involved. Should have said the whipped cream I licked off the stripper. I made strawberry shortcake.
By Celsius Essential Energy Drinks.
Hey, it's Dave, and you heard me talk about injury attorney David Feminino. And I told you when you get injured in Michigan, you get David and get paid. Well, David has informed me that there has been a recent change in the law that allows victims of slips or trips and falls to recover. So here's what you need to know. If you've been injured in a slip or trip and fall within the last 3 years, you may be able to recover financially for your injuries, but you must act quickly to preserve your rights. So if you know someone who's injured, you need to tell them to call David Feminino at 855-65-CRASH or go to the website davidfeminino.com.
medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brand. At up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra. It's It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Start your free online visit. You need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
There are more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credit, only a little personal info can leak out, like your social security number or password. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off the first year. Go to LifeLock.com/aware.
Finance specialist on site to get you approved and 100% of credit applications considered. Get a $1,500 gift card when you purchase
Hey everyone, it's Tom.
Not very pedestrian friendly. I'm glad when this gets redone.
At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost quality health plan. Insurance coverage is What about emergency care? Well, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Are you the creative type?
The whole point of it is to ease congestion and make it more pedestrian
eye-popping
friendly.
images for social and gorgeous graphics for t-shirts and posters. But did you also know it can instantly turn a gray sky into a fiery sunset, change black and white to color in a click, or make anything in your photo magically disappear? Maybe you're wondering, can anyone use Photoshop to take images from ordinary to amazing? Nope, everyone can. Visit Photoshop.com and get started for free.
Yeah, it's the IKEA 80th anniversary sale, and we've got over 1,000 offers on our items.
What the fuck is that shit?
Anyone else who wants great savings? To save your 95. Represented in U.S. for 95. For only valid ID on home furnishing purchases of up to $3,000 pre-tax. Other restrictions.
719.
Learn more and find a station at Exxon.com. Compared to diesel without detergent additives. Results may vary.
Cashback is not available on gas from Juicy, Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas.
can't see tomorrow, but we can hear it. And it sounds like peace of mind, knowing our lakes will be better protected by placing Line 5 in the Great Lakes Tunnel. And that we've added extra safety measures while we work to build it, because we're committed to keeping the Great Lakes safe for generations to come. Tomorrow is on. Visit enbridge.com/line5 for more information. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
This week at Macy's, take an extra 20% off with your coupon and Macy's card. That's on top of great deals like new swing markdowns for her, 50% off. And dining and entertaining sets from Villeroy & Boch, 30% off. Or shop specials like 30 to 65% off bedding and bath updates. Plus, Macy's Star Rewards members can earn rewards even faster during Star Money bonus days. See Macy's.com/Star Rewards. Savings on sale and clearance prices, exclusions apply.
This is your captain. Better buckle your seatbelt for this one. I saw my passport expired, so I went to Staples, got a passport photo lickage split. While I was there, I grabbed some tiny travel equipment shampoo.
Confidence. It's something every kid needs for back to school, but you won't find it on any supply list. That's where a great haircut at Great Clips comes in. You can use our app to add your kids to the wait list and get them in for a confidence-boosting cut whenever it's easy for you. The skilled stylists at Great Clips improve their haircut details and clip notes, so they get the look they love every time. You feel confident you're getting the best value around. Back to school haircuts at Great Clips. It's gonna be great. Hi, I'm Henry. My eyes are very good. My eyes He always lit up a bit, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of the disease called geographic atrophy, or GA. This struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, straight lines seem wavy, like when looking at a door. For others, blurry or missing spots can make it hard to read or see loved one's face. Many of them GA gets worse over time. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. Talk to your eye doctor about GA. Learn more at GA.com. That's GA.com.
You know what they say about opinions and beehives? Dave and Chuck O'Brien.
This segment brought to you in part by Guitar Hi-Fi. Guitar Hi-Fi in Royal Oak is your local source for new, used, and vintage instruments and audio equipment with the best guitar and amp repair service in town. Guitar Hi-Fi. What's your sound? We'll get to your forecast details coming up in just a moment. Right now to the roads with Lisa Wood.
75 northbound at Rochester Road. An accident blocks the right lane. 75 north between 676 and 14 Mile. There's construction with slow traffic. And 676 west between the Lodge and 275. Road work there, reducing traffic to 2 lanes. Facing a divorce or custody issues? Don't take a chance with your future. Call the expert attorneys at Adam 248-356-ADAM and set up a video chat.
So Eduardo Rodriguez fired 7 shutout innings. The Tigers blanked the Twins 6-0 at Comerica Park yesterday. Rodriguez moves to 8-5 with the victory. Jake Rogers homered. Zach Short, he paired a couple runs for the Tigers. They snap a 2-game losing skid.
Now the forecast, it's looking like increasing clouds through the day today and a high near 87. Mostly cloudy tonight. There is a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 9 p.m. Low around 66. Cloudy for Thursday, but gradually becoming sunny, high 83, and then mostly sunny Friday, high 82. Right now, 66.
Dave and Chuck the Freak.
It's the 9th day of August. It's Dave and Chuck the Freak, and coming up, do those home improvement shows only make you feel bad about your own house? Has a festival been canceled amid Lizzo's sexual harassment suit? But first, as we get into some sports news, is a 455-pound college football player the internet's latest obsession? Texas Christian University has a big addition to its roster this season. Freshman offensive lineman Breon Ramsey Brooks, listed at 6'5", 455 pounds.
Jeez.
He's gone viral this week because of his unprecedented size. His nickname is Big Bubba.
When they double up a big term, like, because Bubba, I think, is normally big. Like, if you're big, they call you Bubba. But you're even bigger than a Bubba.
You're Big Bubba.
You're Big Bubba.
Bubba.
He has been listed as a bunch of people's new favorite athlete just to watch. When you see the highlights, he just pushes people right off the field.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, is he so big he can't move or something? But let's see him.
There's a little...
okay, he's a guard. Oh, yeah, well, there's nothing
like, he takes this guy all the way to the snack stand, I believe. He pushes him right.
What's that guy gonna do?
Nothing.
Why did he continue to push him?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, he pushed him right to the back.
Someone needs to tell him to stop.
It's almost like it was a force.
Really?
Like, he ran him right out of the whole stadium.
This guy is literally blinding people.
The South Oak Cliff High School product played offensive guard for the team, en route to winning 2 consecutive championships in his junior and senior season.
It's going on the wrong side of the road.
Best interior lineman in the nation. And he was a 3-star recruit coming out of his time there. The Dallas native was named first-team All-State as a sophomore and ranked the number 235 overall prospect in Texas. Here's a little more of his, highlight reel.
Oh, she's got the lights flashing.
This was the camp.
That's very distracting.
He can move.
Yeah.
But he's just like going up against a wall.
Oh, careful.
One, you are a dumbass. One, you're riding the wrong side of the road. 2, you got that light shining in people's face.
No.
It's like
3, you could have potentially blind somebody, cause a wreck.
2 dudes stacking.
Yeah. He probably... Oh, boy. That's what my dad did to me. That's high school. Just crushed me. He throws a guy over his back, let me know.
Oh, yeah. He's got to stop.
There was a 4'5" white guy that just tried to...
Definitely got to get something to eat.
Was abused.
He
turned around and ran.
Oh, God. Oh, my God! Well, you're going to get crushed.
Yeah.
You don't want him to fall on top.
Oh, you'd think he would be... Just at that size alone, he'd be ranked higher.
Yeah.
But it's... you can't teach size.
No,
you really can't.
It's gigantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's enormous. Good luck getting past that. And that kind of discovered him this week and has been obsessed with checking him out. He put on 75 pounds since last year's camp.
A little bit of something, like maybe a little too much.
75 pounds.
I do think, even if he was just 400 pounds, he'd be able to get around a little bit better.
After the recent shakeup, some have wondered how having 18 teams is going to affect scheduling for the Big Ten. The answer in the short term is not much. The 2024-25 schedule won't be started from scratch, and the most important games and frequency of the matchups will be maintained, they say. Now, there will eventually need to be some adjustments, however, including potentially moving from a 9-game conference schedule to a 10-game conference schedule. But for now, we're going to keep things pretty much as they are. We now have more details on the alleged scam that led former NFLer Blake Martinez to be banned from selling Pokemon cards, which was his post-NFL fallback plan and had been quite profitable after just a year in business. He was swapping out high-level packs on streams for lower-level packs.
Okay.
There were reports that orders had never shipped out to purchasers. He was also accused of manipulating live bets on his channel, fixing energy card packs to ensure no one would have a chance of winning.
It's just silly because, you'll be doing that stuff and, there's probably a few people that know about it, and then you have a falling out with a person, and then... They're like,
well,
oh, by the way.
Some dude on YouTube realized what was happening and did like a whole expose on it. That got the attention of the online marketplace company. They conducted their own investigation and determined the company should be banned. So now he's done with that.
That just sucks, man. Like, it just sucks that you would try to take advantage of people, especially nerds.
So you'll open like a big pack on a stream.
Yes. Well, that's what I mean. Some of these guys, the way they do it is they just open the packs for themselves and like go through. But a lot of times what it is, it'll be like, hey, this pack that I'm about to open is actually owned by James Campbell. He paid me for this pack. This is his pack. Let's see what he gets. And
so
I just make sure that
it's great. But what do you do then? If it's
well, it's his pack. But what it is when James buys the pack, I reach over to the pack that's already been pre-opened, and I know there's nothing good in it. Then I open it up, and I'm like, oh, James got this, and this, and this. Oh, you didn't get the big card, though. Thanks,
man.
Yeah, keep watching.
I'll buy another pack tomorrow.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, man. And I don't know if that's how he did it, because I've never seen the stream.
One way to do it.
But that is one.
We told you yesterday the sports broadcasting world was shaken when it was announced that Baltimore Orioles play-by-play announcer Kevin Brown had been suspended. The suspension actually went down a couple of weeks ago, but just went viral earlier this week. His verbal crime ended up being nothing more than bringing up some unfavorable stats that showed how poorly the O's had fared against the Tampa Bay Rays in recent years. The stat reveal, not a surprise. The graphics team had already put together a package to go along with what he was talking about, and those stats were also in the Orioles' notes on the night in question. But the backlash over the fact that he was suspended was almost immediate and got coverage even on non-sports networks. A Yankees broadcaster had scathing takes on the move, causing the Orioles to take action. The Orioles chair and managing partner, John Angelos, quickly became the target of mass personal and team criticism. And after all the backlash, he realized he's effed up, and he's announced that Brown is going to be returning to the broadcast booth on Friday. Hopefully, he doesn't have to apologize when he gets back on the air.
It's not him that has to apologize. It's everyone else who overreacted. But I guess, I saw something on it, and I guess their problem has been that this announcing crew just continually brings up old-time stuff about Baltimore. But isn't that, like, don't you realize who's watching baseball? Like, don't you understand who's watching baseball? Like, that's the big disconnect, I think, between, like, the management side, the upper part of baseball, and, like, what's really happening in life. It's like there are old people that don't want to see people celebrate, and they want to remember Cal Ripken Jr. Like, remember Cal Ripken Jr.? God! Played every game! I was there for 90% of them!
They're trying to get young people to watch.
They're trying to get young people, and so these guys, like...
And they're doing really well this season.
But in that clip, like, he talked about the losing and then brought up a player that is a part of their broadcast team that used to play, and he happened to be the guy who last beat them for a series win. And I think it was like these people just overreacted. They overreact to that stuff. They're like, don't you understand? We're trying to get a 13-year-old to watch baseball. Good luck. Best of luck to you.
That's not going to do it. All right, well, we knew there would absolutely be fallout because of this, and Philadelphia's Made in America Festival, which Lizzo and SZA were supposed to headline, has been canceled next month. They say due to circumstances outside of their control. They say the decision has been difficult and has not been made lightly or without immense deliberation. They say the long-running event will return to Philly next year. The festival, launched by Jay-Z in 2012, was scheduled to take place from September 2nd to 3rd. But news of the cancellation comes just days after 3 of Lizzo's former background dancers filed a lawsuit against her over alleged sexual harassment, a hostile work environment, and pressuring them to participate in sex shows. The singer denied all of the allegations, claiming they're as believable as they sound and too outrageous not to be addressed. The singer has kept a low profile since then, though. But she has lost over 220,000 Instagram followers and several endorsement deals as a result of this lawsuit.
I never saw this one coming. The problem though is that like you can say, oh no, it sounds ridiculous as it is, but there's like videos of you talking about the banana shows and everything, and
that you're fascinated with.
Yeah, so that doesn't help. It doesn't. You know, and none of us were there. We have no idea what really happened behind.
Thank God.
Oh God, my God!
I don't want to see a big girl eat a banana out of another lady.
I'd watch.
James would.
Yeah, you'd watch it again.
What's the cream on that banana?
Yeah. Is there whipped cream?
But again, you're not given a chance to prove yourself wrong these days, right? You just lose everything you got until they determine whether or not. Just the fact that someone's accusing you of something is enough for people to shut down your career.
And it's funny too because like, you know, I think that Lizzo just forever was given so much praise for all of the things that she was bringing to the table for people and everything, and I'm always like, people love to tear that down. Like when you're getting too much, you're getting all this stuff, there's always this other group of people that can't wait to tear it all down.
But generally if they can't find anything about you, you're good.
That's it.
This is people working for her.
Yeah. Yep.
What was playing when you and I were
7:38.
sitting on the stage and you were
that's when I knew.
contemplating life?
Because that's when I knew. I was
During
like,
the cha-cha slide.
I'll never forget that.
I'm like, my wedding, there's a cha-cha slide at. What am I doing? Why am I doing
That's exactly the moment. Chuck and I were sitting on the stage. The cha-cha slide was happening. I had never seen it before. I'm like, what is this?
I'm like, it's a cha-cha slide, and I just realized
That's how it played out. On his wedding night.
I knew it.
Yeah, DJ Casper, the man behind the hit song Cha-Cha Slide, a mainstay at weddings, proms, and barroom dance floors in the early 2000s, has passed away at the age of 58. His wife said he was battling kidney cancer for several years and finally passed. The star from Chicago, his real name is Willie Perry Jr., created the Cha-Cha Slide, originally dubbed the Casper Slide, for his nephew, a personal trainer, who was going to use it in his fitness classes.
It does seem like a fitness song.
Yeah, it does.
Now that you know, but then we just took it over.
The tune quickly
Played it
spread
at
throughout
weddings.
Chicago in 2000, released this new version of the song under his stage name, Mr. C, the Slide Man. The song gained international success. It hit in the UK. It hit #1 in the UK in 2000.
They should be embarrassed.
That's, I think, why all my Irish cousins do it.
I bet you're right.
Because when I was at an event a few years ago in Ireland, and this came on, and they all jumped up, I was like, oh yeah, at least.
Oh, yeah.
They still do the funky.
Yeah.
They still do the
Yeah, I know. Yep.
They still do that
I'm sure
crap.
they do that here, though. I haven't been to a wedding in a while. But
That's like
It's
pretty
all
standard
still
for like
happening.
all weddings.
at my wedding.
I feel like it's like for a wedding DJ, it's like a cheap,
Yes, it is.
like a cheap thrill for everybody. There are certain things you can do like that are cheap.
Crowd pleasers.
Yeah, crowd pleasers.
Cheap crowd pleasers.
That's it. You know, in the same way, like say a wrestling guy would come to the city of Detroit and then be like, "Hello, Detroit!" and the crowd goes crazy. It's cheap. You just get it because you mention the city name. Easy win.
Takes you right back to Garnetska days.
Oh,
so many little
wow.
Jewish kids.
They were doing the Cha-Cha Jew.
Oh, yeah. Cha-Cha Jew.
Lots of top to the left. Oh, wow.
Lots of balls to the right.
That gets behind the wheel of an automobile. You know what those lines are supposed to be there for.
Now dreidel.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the dreidel. That's a great move.
Yeah. Little spin.
Dreidel spin.
Little spin.
Takes
A lot
right
of throwing
on.
up.
Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with. Besides seeing it at your wedding and my Irish gathering, it's never been a part of any of my celebrations. So.
Oh my God, it's I've seen it at every single thing that I think I've ever been forced to go to.
I think, besides my Irish family, the gatherings I've been to have been so light they couldn't even do the cha-cha slide. Is that
Oh,
something?
wow.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't
Can
know.
you
if
be
that's
too
a
white for
thing.
the cha-cha
I don't
slide?
know.
I think actually just throws it in.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you don't have a choice. It's the DJ's going for the easy win. I guess the only thing I could see maybe you wouldn't run into it at is when it's a country-dominated gathering, and then they have their own version. I know, but sometimes you get invited to something and don't realize.
places.
Yeah, you're lucky.
I don't. Yeah.
I know I do, and it's terrible.
That was the first song I heard when I came back from Iraq in 2004.
Wow, just kind of like the first I fought for this, I fought for freedom.
To the left.
yeah. That's tough. It's one of those that makes you think.
Well, I can't wait to pick this up. Megan Fox has announced she's releasing her very first book of poetry. I've been waiting for this for my entire life.
She can do it all.
Andy, you and I should go to the signing.
Oh my God.
It's coming out November 7th. It's called Pretty Boys Are Poisonous.
Very poetic.
Yep, it's true.
Talking about Machine Gun Kelly.
I know, right?
I guess.
She says she spent her entire life keeping the secrets of men and carrying the weight of their sins. So she decided to write to get rid of the illness that has taken root in me because of my silence.
So it's about Brian Austin Green.
Wow. She says, my freedom lives in these pages. I hope that my words can inspire others to take back their happiness and their identity by using their voice to illuminate what's been buried but not forgotten in the darkness.
I will say, I wonder if it's just, she's probably seen a lot more of the worst side of men being what I would say is a sex symbol. You know, for a long time, you probably have seen the worst of it. You know, there are probably many people in high places that have done some pretty terrible things, that she has seen. And it's probably not all just about her boyfriends, but it might be.
It might be.
But it might be.
They say you can expect over 70 heartbreaking songs.
Who wants to read how many heartbreaking and dark poems? Who would ever buy this book?
That's it, and you gotta learn every one of them, you gotta be looking. This reminds me of the time, this reminds me of your poem, The Apple. Like you'll have to know what that poem.
I wonder if any of her poems include a mention of, like, his ladies' pantsuits.
I guarantee it's like,
Please, God, let
it'll be like shiny sequins.
Glittery pants.
Yeah. On my floor.
Secrets no more.
Yeah.
Now we can do this sleeping. You should write
Well, I almost feel like if she might have just went in and wrote, like 70 poems about Machine Gun Kelly in like 3 hours, and then they were like, publish it. It's possible.
November 7th.
Poems were always my go-to.
Put that on your calendar.
Write it down.
Yeah. By the way, anytime I had to do like any kind of English assignment,
You always go poems?
oh yeah, because it was the easiest. Because you can just say anything, and there's nothing they can do. Like it's
cat
your
on the
thoughts.
table.
Yeah, like
Lemonade in the jar.
exactly. And people would read it, and they'd be like, "Okay, I just had to try
Genius,
and
it's
make
not a
it seem
lane.
like it had a point, and no one can really because it's art." If it makes no sense, it doesn't matter. It's mine making no sense. It makes sense to me.
If you're writing that many dark poems, it's not
Yeah.
I couldn't be with a person who would just write dark poetry. I know that's not.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that's not. Dark poet. You gotta screw this. You're writing a bunch of dark poetry. Yeah, come on.
Look at me. What? What?
No.
You did what?
No. I would insult them a lot.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I just don't.
It would suck to be the muse of a dark poet.
Oh, right.
Like you're the Machine Gun Kelly to her dark poetry.
Oh my God.
That'd be terrible.
Penis, you say?
Yeah.
From day to day.
Yeah. They said was big, but really small. How would you ever live up to that?
I don't know. It would be horrible to live with that person. Well, Olivia Newton-John died a year ago yesterday, but she's still with us. You may not recognize her, though.
You know, what have they
Because
done?
she's a blue orb now.
Like someone
Her
caught
daughter,
Uh-oh.
Olivia Newton-John's daughter, says that 2 weeks after her mom died, her phone accidentally took a picture of her dog. And in that picture, floating next to the dog's head, was a blue orb.
Wow.
The exact same color blue as an aquamarine pendant that her mom wore every day.
That's it.
And she gave it to Chloe right before she died.
That's it.
Here's where things get a bit freakier, though. Chloe says, Mom and I had talked to the fact we'd watch these paranormal shows, and I'd say, you got to show up for me. And she was like, oh, I'll definitely show up as one of those orbs.
Well, I mean, that makes it weirder.
Olivia's husband says he also saw the orb. He went to Peru with her ashes to hold a private ceremony where they'd gotten married.
7:48.
He took a picture, and the orb was there right between his eyes.
I would check the camera for possibly a speck of dust that's on there if every photo you're taking has an orb. But it is grief. Everyone handles grief different, and like, hey, whatever you have to do.
That's it, right? If they got to see an orb to get them through it, let them see orbs. Let them believe whatever they want to believe.
Yep,
I
don't
totally
care.
feel that way.
Yep, I don't care. Like, whatever you gotta
You do
believe.
you.
You do you.
You know, they say it's been very supernatural.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, things grease lightning.
My whole thing is like, hey Dave, listen, if you go, you have to haunt the rest of us. But can you haunt us in a way that's not like ambiguous? You know what I mean? Like not just like an orb. Can you legitimately show up dressed as a man from the Civil War?
Hey guys, it's me, Dave.
Like, that's real! Look, it's Dave!
It's Civil War Dave!
Yeah, look! Hey, look at this!
How you been?
It's not just an orb, that's Dave!
I know, I'm dead.
Yeah, that's dead Dave!
Yeah, you wanted me in the stupid Civil War uniform.
You know, like, I mean, I get it. Maybe we don't get a choice and we just are orbs, but hey, I don't want to be an orb. I know, none of us do.
I do.
No.
You probably already figured this out, but just in case you haven't, here's some advice. Stop watching those stupid home improvement shows because all they do is make you feel bad.
Yep.
I never really watched them. You know what? I don't enjoy horror.
I have watched many of them because of my wife. But they say, first of all, they give you a false impression of how cheap it is to totally transform your living space.
Yes.
They also make it seem so quick and easy.
Oh, sure.
And even when they run into something that is like a catastrophic roadblock, like mold inside a wall, they somehow just solve it between commercial breaks. It never happens like that in real life. And while the stuff they do looks great, it's often superficial, made from low-quality workmanship and cheap materials. These shows also give people increased anxiety about the impacts of their own homes. And once again, doing something about it is way more expensive and time-consuming than the shows make. Another evil byproduct of home improvement shows is that they're making everybody's house look the same. Open concept, gray paint, shiplap.
Oh God, white kitchens,
Yep.
gray, white and gray.
Yep.
Oh
The
my
same
God.
elements over and over and over again.
Yep.
Yep.
I hate that so much.
And honestly, all it's doing is it's just doing the exact same thing that happened, say, in the 50s, where everything from the 50s looked a certain way, everything from now looks a certain way.
Yeah, but they do like that. James, maybe you know the name of the show. It's with the couple, and the dark-haired woman, and
Like the Southern guy.
yeah.
Yeah. They have their own line at Target. I forget the
Yeah.
I have no clue, but yeah.
I've seen them on a plane.
They, of course you did. They remodeled like an older home or whatever, and they redid it. They said it was like $70,000 they spent or something like that. And I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
And it was
Beautiful. They did a whole home, did a whole home
like,
for 70
and it
grand.
was like new windows,
Yeah.
and I'm like, they're
Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Yes, that's them.
Fixer-upper.
If you know how much things cost, there's just no possible way.
No. Like your windows alone would be like 30 grand.
Exactly. The woodworking, the floors,
I
all of
mean,
it.
maybe they do a lot of it. They got a team that does it.
Yeah, I guess
So
they have a lot of
therefore,
people like that.
Maybe they just
But that's not reality for everyone, right?
Exactly.
That's not reality for anyone out there. I mean, I guess you just want them to redo your house.
I just can't watch any of these shows because it'll be like, I'll see someone on there, like whenever they're trying to buy a place, like I think I had on like an international home thing. They were looking for vacation homes.
Yeah.
And the one guy worked at McDonald's and the girl worked at 7-Eleven, and they're like, our budget is $15 million.
I know, it's all
ridiculous. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Like, what are we trying to like fool people into believing they can do?
But back in the day, I used to watch Trading Spaces, and
Yes,
that
I think
show
everybody
drove
did.
me insane. Like, I wouldn't have to change my house every week. I'm like, and I'm on a budget, so I'd go and do it myself, and I'd paint walls.
Oh, and it would look like trash,
It was awful. I was like, okay, I have to
Oh.
stop watching these shows because I can't redecorate my house every week.
I watch this one sometimes, Beachfront Bargain Hunt.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
No, see, I'm not
But that, again, it sets you up for, like, I can get a beautiful place on the beach for, like,
Exactly.
$10,000.
Watching any of them. I just figured that it would all be like they would remodel things and it would all be worked to the camera.
Yeah.
So it would be cheap. It would, if you were there in real life, you'd be like, "Oh, this is all cheap stuff."
Yeah, exactly. And I
But it
think
just
that's
looks
what it is.
fancy.
Yeah. It's like, you know, they do everything cheap and then make sure like the marble top, it looks good. So that on camera it looks okay.
They make it look easy too, or quick. Like, I'm like, you know how long that takes?
Yeah, they make everything look super quick.
Because
The whole weekend.
the 40-person crew that's working on
That's
it,
what I
right?
mean,
It's
yeah.
not just you and your partner.
Exactly.
We can get this project done on Saturday.
And even if you hire a
1 month
contractor,
later, we're still finishing it up.
even if you hire a contractor, it might be like one guy who does the work, and it takes a long time. They probably have a team of 6, 8 dudes doing a floor to make sure it's done in like a couple hours.
I just installed some new outdoor light fixtures yesterday, and I must have myself set it up.
It's just, yeah, it's
Because the white wire, which you would assume would connect to the other white wire, not here. It was white on black and black on white. Which is James' favorite porn type, but also, the wires coming out were wrong. They were reversed.
Oh, well, no wonder you had problems out there.
No wonder
you had electrical issues.
It
No wonder you had problems.
took me forever to figure that out. I'm like, I'll just try reversing them. I'm like, oh, boom, works.
Wow. Yeah, see, that's, there was someone in there probably did something themselves. And they were like, oh man, I put it on backwards.
Oh,
and
so
they're
you
like,
built.
oh, well, yeah, well, it could be.
Whoever built
That's
could have
probably
been them.
not a great thing too.
Yeah,
New
Special
build.
ed, the electrician.
Yeah. Well, trust me, I mean, like, I find stuff in my house all the time where I'm like, wow, they just cut the ultimate of cutting corners. I got noises in my house that make no sense. Like, if the wind blows too hard, there's like noises. I'm like, cheap.
Yeah. So far, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem has taken in almost $50 million at the box office. That's good enough to give Paramount enough confidence to greenlight a sequel. In addition to that, new versions of the characters will appear in a new animated series called Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That series has been signed on for 2 years to start. It's going to be shown on the Paramount Plus platform. They're just desperate for it, right? On these streaming services. So.
Yep.
How would you like to dip your nuggets into some Loki sauce?
I'd love to. Does it taste like him?
To commemorate season 2 of Loki on Disney Plus, which is debuting in October, McDonald's is teaming up with the show to create a special Loki sauce, which will be coming to restaurants August 14th.
Loki, correct me if I'm wrong, always, he's the trickster, right?
Yeah.
So it would be interesting for a sauce to like look like it's going to be barbecue sauce, and then you dip it. It must have been how it looked, you know? That, I could see them doing a Loki sauce like that. Like, you dip it in honey, and it tastes like mayonnaise. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, they're not saying if this sauce would be like a reimaging of another sauce they've already done or something entirely new, or maybe just mystery sauce.
Yeah, mystery sauce.
Trying to get the taste of Loki in your mouth.
Loki sauce apparently will, next week, will arrive in their restaurants if you want to try a little taste of Loki.
Yeah.
Nominees for the 2023 MTV Video Music Awards were just announced yesterday. Of course, Taylor Swift leads the pack, because of course she does, with 8. SZA not far behind with 6. Pretty much all about the ladies this year. Women dominate the top category, Video of the Year, for the first time ever. Women also own 100% of the Artist of the Year category. The nominees are Beyonce, Doja Cat, Karol G, Nicki
2.1
Minaj,
miles
Shakira, and
since
Taylor Swift.
475.
The VMAs are scheduled to air
2.6
live September
miles
12th.
since home.
They may be affected, though, if the writers and actors are still on strike. As for the rock category, up for Best Rock Video this year, Foo Fighters, Linkin Park, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Maneskin, and Muse.
I don't know if I've seen any of those.
Their videos?
Yeah.
I tend not to see a lot of videos.
No, but I watch like a lot of YouTube, you know? And like that's where you might see them. But it's not in the suggestions.
And finally, in music news, if you ever find yourself thinking all pop music sounds the same these days, you're not wrong. There's actually science to back you up. In 2012, an analysis of nearly 1 million songs between 1955 and 2010 showed that the diversity of note combinations had consistently diminished over that time period. At that same time, radio stations were repeating themselves more than biggest songs twice as much as they did in the previous decade. The music industry has become more data-driven than ever before, which means there's more emphasis on replicating what's already proven to work than trying to nurture the original.
I feel like they've scientifically been doing that for, you're right, as long as you can probably remember music. And I think it like morphed into just flat-out songwriting. Like data morphed into songwriting. That's why eventually all songs will be written by AI, because it'll just, the AI will know everything you want to hear.
Right, they'll know exactly what works.
It'll be like, they want to hear it do this, they want to hear it resolve like this.
So we should be happy we grew up in a time
when you actually had real art
with original music.
Yeah.
You can always go back to all that music too.
We just have to kill the internet, I agree.
Kill the internet. Let's take down the net. I'm not good. I don't think it's doing anything good. I mean, I can find out if the rest of the language was open, whatever.
Yeah, there's a couple things.
Yeah, there's a couple things I enjoy.
I do
The
like
rest of
video
it, I
games.
think, nothing but trouble. When we come back in just a moment, we're going to get to a check of the news. How did road rage lead to a spray paint fight? What is master dating and other new dating trends all about? What escaped from a plane before takeoff? An idiot criminal of the day. We'll get to all that and much more. We'll return in just a moment right here on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Previously on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
A sub sandwich has been identified as the weapon in an alleged assault. A 62-year-old woman is
2.78 miles.
accused of assaulting a male acquaintance with a sandwich. The woman told deputies she'd been offering her male friend a bite of her sandwich when it just happened to fall and hit him hard across the face.
Oh, take a bite.
Would you like a bite? Oh, my
Yeah.
God, how did that happen? The man told police he felt threatened by her sandwich actions and accused her of assaulting him.
I'd hate to just have a random person try to force feed me a sandwich.
I wouldn't mind being forced fed a sandwich by a lady.
Well, maybe maybe 8 days into that.
Okay, no, calm down.
I think we've learned something today.
Not just fed.
That's what Amber does.
Tears in his eyes, the goop all over his mouth.
It's crazy to be into that, but I did not mean to say the word force.
Delicately.
Delicately fed.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to put in front of it, except force on this dominatrix sandwich situation.
People are into all sorts of stuff. I'm not here to judge them.
Dave and Chuck the Freak. WRIF and WRIF HD1 Detroit, a Riesling Media Group station. Dave and Chuck the Freak, fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks.
Hey, it's Chuck the Freak. Women's soccer is on the world stage, and there's no better place to get in on the action than FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000.
801.
$1,000 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. Just go to FanDuel.com/RIP to join today. I was shocked to see Team USA get eliminated, but as we get later in the tournament, the defense is going to be even tougher. That being said, I'll bet under 3 combined goals scored in every game. game. Don't miss your chance to get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000 when you join FanDuel today. Just go to FanDuel.com/RIF to sign up and get started. Make every moment more.
I have to. I'll take Uber back home.
Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Refund issue as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire in 7 days.
It's too painful to walk. I'll just take Uber. I'm not going to be able to use it for the railroad anymore. I'm starting to use it for other things. Just can't go too far.
LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year. Go to LifeLock.com/aware.
At SimpliSafe, we've designed award-winning home security with advanced sensors, HD cameras, and now this 24/7 lifeguard protection, only from SimpliSafe. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor cameras to help stop crime in real time and perfect police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at SimpliSafe.com/radio. Advanced
2.97 miles.
professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Left at 7:18 this morning.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Providers. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Providers have thousands of people like you who can travel for a term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-777-1225.
Yeah, but callus at the bottom of my foot before the walk's over. I
Term
swear.
life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225 or BigLou.com.
Carl and Michael Marusak from Ace Diamond Jewelers.
I heard a great story about a guy who popped the question with one of our beautiful engagement rings. Want to hear it? Define great, fantastic, phenomenal. Lots of flinging open the windows and telling the world she said yes. That too. Anyway, the man came here to Ace Diamond Jewelers to shop from our extensive selection of engagement rings. We have them starting under $99. That we do. He picked up the perfect engagement ring. Now he just needed to plan the perfect time and place to ask her. So we took her to a really romantic restaurant. While he was waiting for dessert, he got down on one knee and whipped it out. Wait, he whipped it out? In the restaurant? He whipped out the ring, Carl. What did you think I meant? Nothing. So what happened next? Did she say yes? She gave him the finger. She gave him the finger. I thought this was a happy story. Her ring finger, duh. You gotta get your mind out of the gutter.
Ace Diamond Jewelers, where Michigan gets engaged. In Dearborn on Michigan Avenue, across from Old
Did
City
you get this
Hall.
finger?
Looking for the best filters for your vehicle? Look no further. Introducing Wix Filters at your neighborhood auto value store. Wix understands the importance of quality and reliability, manufacturing filters for optimal performance and engine protection. So whether you're a DIY enthusiast or a professional mechanic, use Wix for your vehicle's filtration needs. Find Wix Filters at your local auto value store or online at myautovaluestore.com. Auto Value, where service is the difference. We get it.
Apple TV Plus has twists you'll never see coming. Catch the pulse-pounding thriller Hijack starring Idris Elba. Imagine the next six. And uncover secrets in The Last Thing You Told Me, starring Jennifer Garner. Now streaming on Apple TV Plus. Subscribe to watch on OnlyFans for Apple TV Plus.
Somebody came to the side first. I looked at the ID. It said, Mindy.
Oh.
You knew me? I did. I was like, oh my gosh, hi, Mindy. And this person looked over and drove away. Left everything at the branch. I knew it wasn't her, so I contacted our fraud department and had a hold put on the account.
Well, sounds like she helped save you from identity theft, Mindy.
Yeah, she saved the day. She's my little guardian angel.
Get more than money from your bank. Welcome to Huntington. Real people come.
Well, it's someone else's problems.
As a small business owner, I can't afford to spend months looking for the talent I need. Well, I'm not really a small business
Not only
owner.
that, it's a used Porsche.
Small business owners use Upwork.
That's your problem right there.
Faster for less money. Upwork is half the cost of most recruiters.
Not exactly
time.
reliable.
Upwork is 10 times faster than traditional hiring methods.
That's probably why they're selling it.
Upwork handles your people. Speak for yourself how fast and
It's
easy
probably
it is
got
to
lots
hire
of problems.
with Upwork. Go to upwork.com/hire now to start your search. Upwork, this is how we work now.
We can't see tomorrow, but we can hear it. Tomorrow sounds like hydrogen being added to natural gas to make it more sustainable. It sounds like solar panels generating thousands of people. Keeping it out of our atmosphere. We've been bridging to a sustainable energy future for more than 20 years. Because what we do today helps ensure tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
Sit down for a minute.
Show to watch is harder than finding a match on a dating
What's going on with this shit?
What? It's totally new. Real time video. You can add over 100 streamers with Max, and just like that, a new chapter of Sex in the City in the same place you watch the new season of This Summer I Turned Pretty. Prime Video.
Sore.
It's the one app to unite them all.
And it could be a callus. Lovely.
To say thanks for all the little things you do each day to make a big difference in our community. And it's their pleasure to offer a green spicy chicken.
I gotta want to wind up taking an Uber back home.
2023. Use the Chick-fil-A app to get a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit for free. Get your reward by signing into your Chick-fil-A One account. With location services
Painful to
in the
walk.
market area and redeem by placing a mobile order at a participating Detroit Chick-fil-A. Available until 10:30 a.m. Offer subject to availability. Rewards are single use only. Limit one per person per Chick-fil-A One account. See further details in the app.
Watch parties aren't what they used to be.
Welcome to today's matinee.
Ever since you went to Sandy, my little sister and her friends can easily stream all their favorite stuff.
We'll start with 2 episodes of Top Chef, then Chop.
809.
We'd worry about
3.3 miles.
Enjoy these 5 minutes.
These are just cut up hot dogs and spray cheese.
Indeed.
The best way to stream your favorites is on the Xfinity 10G network. Introducing the best value in live TV and streaming on the best network with Xfinity Internet and Now TV. Now through August 28th, get internet on the Xfinity 10G network for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, add Now TV with Peacock Premium, a $5.99 a month value included at no extra cost for just $20 a month. Switch
It's
today.
probably gonna be where no one wants to drive out there.
Restrictions apply. Now TV requires Xfinity Internet. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. Stream Top Chef on Peacock.
Whether it's exotic animal attacks, rides and orifices, or plunging your car into the local creek, the only show regularly offering free unlikely scenario survival tips. Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Here with you on this Wednesday. It's the 9th of August. Good morning, Dave and Chuck the Freak. This segment brought
Call
to
him
you
as soon as I get home.
Northwestern Tech. Now's the time to put yourself on a path to a new career in just 10.5 months at Northwestern Tech, the skilled trade school that works. Enroll today at northwesterntech.edu. Let's go to the roads. Here's Lisa Way.
75 northbound at Rochester Road, accident blocking the right lane. 75 south between Dixie Highway and Ortonville Road. Construction has a left lane shut down. 75 southbound between 14 Mile and 696. There's construction there. It's still from Rochester. Henry Ford College has over 150 career-focused, job-ready programs toward a degree or certification. Give personal attention for easy enrollment, financial aid available. A new semester starts soon. Apply today at hfcc.edu.
Well, eating it once in a while is fine, but
Giants will hold the second of two
still
joint
make it a normal
practices
part of
today
your
in
diet.
Allen Park. The teams are holding the practices ahead of their preseason opener on Friday night at Ford Field.
Increasing clouds through the day today, the high about 87. Mostly cloudy tonight. Chance of showers and thunderstorms after 9 p.m., low 66. Cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny tomorrow, high 83. Sunny 82 Friday. Right now, 68 degrees.
Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Hey there. Coming up on Dave and Chuck the Freak, how did road rage lead to a spray paint fight? What is master dating and other new dating trends all about? What escape from a plane before takeoff? An idiot criminal of the day. All coming up. We're going to start here.
Now it's time to play What's Up His Butt.
Oh, classic.
Classic edition. A classic edition of What's Up His Butt.
Wow.
A motorcycle rider was found to be hiding stuff up his ass.
Wow, that's uncomfortable. That's a double whammy.
When he was pulled over by the cops the other day. 23-year-old Esbuio Padilla was originally stopped by police officers in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Because his motorcycle didn't have a license plate.
Okay.
That's when he noticed he appeared to be quite uncomfortable.
Not bad.
And was adjusting his butt crack.
Oh, that's a dead giveaway. When you play with your butt too much. Can't play with your butt too much.
Based on his uncommon behavior.
You see me over here shaking.
We know there's something up your ass.
We always know
there's something up your ass.
Yeah, well, that's true.
They realized he may have something there. They were shocked when they discovered what he had up there. And unfortunately, that's about all I'm going to be able to tell you.
Okay. Pair of binoculars.
Damn it.
A weapon or drugs?
I'm going to go, Lisa's probably right, so I'm going to quickly say roll of quarters. No?
Say cocaine. Lisa said weapon or drugs?
Whoa! So they are really shocked. It makes almost no sense what he has up there. Miniature store cactus. I don't even know what that means. You know what I mean? You buy them like at Home Depot. They're small.
I know trouble. Photos released by authorities of the attack on
8:30.
public transportation in Ocean City, Maryland. There's a little taste of the news report.
Ocean City police are investigating an assault on a city bus from
So it looks like a rave person.
Those are see-through pants
with bikini bottoms on underneath.
Got her phone in her bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got her phone right next to her sugar spot. And then she's got a neon yellow bikini barely holding a little giant
Yeah.
woman in the white bathing suit. The woman in the blue bathing suit hit someone on the bus. This was Saturday at 6 p.m. on 131st Street. If you have any information about these women,
What bus is this? A beach bus? This is the beach bus in Ocean City.
They have a beach bus?
It's the big kitty bikini
I'm
bus.
not a beach person. Is it common?
The beach.
Let me write this down.
You want to get to the beach and grab a bit of gas? Beach bus. Oh my. Maryland?
Maryland. Beach bus.
Beach bus. Did you ever know this existed?
No, I've never taken a beach bus.
Well, I mean, think about it.
There's lots of places where you get to the beach on the bus. So the bus stops there.
Yeah, I mean, there's usually like a lot of times the beach has like a main road or something close to it, and there might be a bus. But what you notice is generally this bus seems to be full of people in bathing suits.
Well, they just come from the beach.
Yeah, and also women in cowboy hats.
And Bebop and Rocksteady also enjoy a nice day at the beach.
They do.
Right?
They do.
Get her.
Yep.
Welcome to the Big Girl Bikini Tours.
I'm surprised
that bus is out of my nightmares.
Oh, yeah, no, it is. Imagine sitting on that bus and these bitches get on.
Look at female Brett Michaels there just getting on board.
Also, yeah, that's what I mean, the one with the cowboy hat. Okay, I just noticed as well, bare feet on
Yeah,
a
that's what I said.
on a bus.
Bare feet on a bus.
Oh, next to her vag is nothing compared to her bare feet on
She's got the waist of Andre the Giant.
Yes, I know. Same body shape.
And this one.
Well, and like, look, it's just the whole place.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's all their big sisters, bikini beach.
A lot of cankles. A lot of cankles on that bus.
The size of them sandals she's got.
No, they gotta be supportive.
Orthopedic. Holy hell! Those are some nasty looking ladies.
Is that Birkenstock?
Yeah. And on the bug.
So what happened there? Just like a beach feud? Like one...
4 victims were spit on by this one in the white bathing suit.
Yeah.
One person was dead by this crazy giant raver.
Yeah.
Looks like she'd love it like something right there. Oh my God. Now one image shows the irate woman being held back while holding up her cell phone. The woman in green swimwear is seen smiling in the background there. Another image, as we said, shows the big girl in the green bikini top and the see-through pants. The suspects were last seen at the 10 block of 131st Street in the scenic resort town, which features miles of beach and a wooden boardwalk, and of course, regular beach bus service. Beach bus.
That woman has terrible tattoos.
Oh, they're not
Would
the
you
best.
trying to figure out what that is? A shopping
one's
cart?
a SpongeBob.
What is it?
No, that's SpongeBob.
Oh, that's SpongeBob?
SpongeBob.
Did they blur out his face, or is it just...
No, it's not well done, but that's definitely SpongeBob.
Shopping cart! You know you're a big
I
girl,
thought it
you
was.
have a shopping cart.
Yeah, I love groceries. I thought it was too, honestly. I did.
With her beer in there.
This here, yeah, it's my favorite place. I got a shopping cart.
Does that one say Publix?
Yeah, that's my other favorite place. This is actually like a row of shopping carts being pushed by a challenge
Wait,
man.
above your head, does that say Shop and Save?
Yeah, that is. You notice that as well?
Well, now you can scan that one as a coupon.
Yeah, watch. Check this out. Get me close to the scanner.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a QR code?
Yeah, tampon. I just saves me a lot of time. Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy sometimes. Dollar Tree back here.
Oh, right. I know you're asking.
Dollar Tree coupon code, 20% off.
No, we don't need to scan that one here. We're good. We're good. Oh, God.
Say 20.
Jesus. Oh, no.
Say 120.
Oh, my God.
Every time.
That is crazy. So you just really like food stores?
Yeah, I got, here, check under my breath, it's chicken wings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's really sweaty.
Yeah. That sauce isn't part of the tattoo.
Oh, God,
that's actually just some sauce I got on my foot.
That's a pretty cool, like, penis necklace you're wearing, too, with all those beads. What's the occasion?
Wow, I just noticed that. It's just a Saturday.
How do we not notice that?
Is that a block of cheese on your forearm?
I love cheese. Of course it
That is a
is.
block of cheese.
It's almost as cool as a scorpion.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Is that a Chipwich ice cream sandwich?
Chipwich, yes. It almost does look like an actual Chipwich.
That's a cartoon pickle above the chipwich.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I never got a big girl tattoos.
They do this real bad. This one's got the bones for them and the orthopedic shoes. Well, that's what I'm trying to see who the factions are, you know, because I think her and Brett Michaels aren't a part of this.
Are you? Oh no, I think they all are. I think they're
they're a
all
group.
the beach bitches.
Yeah. They are drinking.
Ooh, beach bus bitches.
Sparkly back.
3.6 miles.
Right.
Penis necklace. Check.
Michelob Ultra, because I'm trying to watch my calories.
Of course. Check. Huge oversized sunglasses. Check.
See-through pants.
See-through pants. Check. Shoes. Oh, geez, I knew I forgot something.
Phone tucked in my vagina.
Yep. Check.
She really thought she was killing
Blew
it.
them both.
Yeah,
she did.
Yeah, she did. Very upset with anyone who doled out any compliments in this whole thing. Oh, she's angry. She's got to be one of the main biters. The white bikini girl.
The other. This one's the biter.
She might have just been biting. And just forgotten the one just, you know, like she's almost about to have like a Subway sandwich or something.
Whatever kind of drug. She's in a restaurant.
Yeah. Sunglasses.
Shelby car tattoo.
That poor bus driver.
Oh,
man.
the beach bus guy. How much has he seen?
You're probably like, sweet, I'm driving the beach bus, all these babes going.
No babes.
All Bebop, Rocksteady, and female Brett Michaels.
That's it.
Boy.
Yeah, his his nice thing to see versus not so great thing has got to be like.
I think having a hot woman on his bus is like a unicorn. Because you know what? Here's the thing. Hot ladies don't take the bus to the beach.
Got that.
Hot ladies get a ride to the beach.
Got that. In fact, the hottest ones are in the boats.
You're right.
You know,
they're pulling up on a boat.
Exactly.
Other hangers or wieners and pools and all that. Dictator Lisa very often on this show, but I feel like this next story,
I know stories that would make her do it.
Bring that out of her. A woman after she found out she couldn't fly with it. She just abandoned it.
Really?
Heartless bitch. Wow. Here's that story now of what happened. I really don't say, but I guess.
PWR 5670.
The woman left her dog in the shoulder of her phone at the airport before boarding a flight for what sounded like a vacation. We were able to determine that the dog
839.
Allegheny County Police Sergeant Stacy
Asshole.
there that the woman in question was heading to a resort destination. Police were able to find a microchip on the 7-year-old French bulldog who was abandoned in a stroller near short-term parking.
How do you abandon
An
that
airport
dog,
worker
by the
who
way?
spotted the dog early this morning around 5:30 said there was food and water with the stroller and that the dog looked very sad.
The owner also
Dog
attempted
is
to
sad.
fly with the animal under the pretenses of being an emotional support dog, but was denied boarding for that as well.
We asked police if the owner gave any type of explanation for why she did what she did. They said they have not yet been able to get in touch with her, but that the state dog warden is expected to file a charge of animal abandonment against her.
We would just ask if you're traveling with an animal to check with your airline ahead of time and make sure you know the policies for the safe transportation of the animal to your destination.
The dog, whose name has not yet been released, is in the temporary care of the organization Animal Friends. The police say they're already fielding a lot of calls from people wanting to adopt it. The organization for international animals are collected. This goes out.
Yeah, he's in violation of the law. He's obstructing the passage of pedestrians. That's against 4511.712.
She brought the dog, she was going to bring the dog on vacation, which so that's tropical destination. Which doesn't make sense.
Well,
understand
sometimes I just want to point something out. Sometimes people get dogs because they're like a fashion accessory instead of like instead of loving it. Like maybe she was just like, I've got this cool dog and I'm gonna push it around on a stroller until it's an inconvenience.
If I can travel with your dog,
I know.
I just need
a
plane to travel with your dog.
So who just like shows up at the airport without checking how that whole process works?
Well, you can book your dog on a flight, but then you get there, they still have to approve that that dog's okay to fly, right?
Well, to me, I would look into it though. Like I'm not just going to take a risk.
It's like my family member. You just don't leave them at the airport.
I just
No.
oh, I can't take the plane?
I'm going anyway.
Take your stroller there in the parking lot. I'll be back in 7 days.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they'll put you in foster care for a couple days. I'll be back. It is good that dog will get a better home.
Yeah.
Its look on its face when it was sitting in that stroller, it's like, look, this one's in Arizona.
I was supposed to get to Pinky Cannon. Instead, I'm in this stupid airport.
It's so cute. It's not even moving out of the stroller. It's just sitting there all sad and dejected.
Yeah, I love older dogs. 7-year-olds.
Honestly, those are the kind of people that can't be around.
Yeah. But as you said,
I hope
hopefully,
they shame her too.
I hope they
back
do.
from her vacation.
They haven't been able to reach her, I guess. But she's got to face animal abandonment charges.
Good.
At least when she gets back.
Certain states, the charges are pretty big for that.
Yes.
You know.
This is, she get that charge and then up to $1,000 fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of dogs, if you've watched zillions of hours of HGTV, willingly or unwillingly, it may seem like there's no home renovation drama that you haven't seen, but you probably haven't seen this one. A woman in Tennessee, and the place was torn up, including a hole in the floor. Well, she woke up to a sound coming from the
I don't give a
bathroom.
shit either. You can look your plate on
Found
YouTube.
a
Look your plate
dog
up on YouTube.
in her floor, alive. What are the odds of that? Here's her initial video here.
I'm literally shaking right now. I heard something from the bed. It's like 6:30 in the morning. I heard something in our bathroom that we're remodeling.
Hello.
This is not my dog. This is my dog. This is my dog. This is not my dog.
That's not my ball. That's not my ball. That's not my ball.
What am I doing?
Seemed fine. She was worried about it being stuck because she had no idea where it came from or how it got underneath the floor of her bathroom. She was luckily able to free the dog from her hole.
So I wanted to give y'all a quick update. As you can see, oh, please don't jump on me. You're so sweet, but you're dirty. He's fine. His collar is what was hung in the hole. So I was able to wiggle my hand down there, and I kind of just had to like go a little at a time. And move his collar down. So he was able to get back through the hole. And then my husband came home and opened our crawl space up. I don't know how he got down there in the first place. And Mason crawled underneath the house and called for him, and he came. So he's fine. He's chilling in our garage right now. I gave him a bed, some food, and some water to wait out the storm.
And luckily, they were able to track down the actual owner.
So we have the best update. Her name is Lulu, and her favorite food is cheese. And she is home. And
8:45.
whenever he pulled in and opened the truck door, she just like jumped on in there. But I'll show y'all a clip.
67 degrees.
When they were reunited. It has been a crazy ride, but Lulu is welcome at our house. At any time, we have tons of cheese for her. Anytime she wants to come over, she can. Just hardly not angry with her.
The homeowners think that Lulu may have been looking for shelter from the rain and somehow got out of their house.
I'm just looking for cheese. I mean,
Could be
I
just looking for
understand
cheese,
that.
yeah. Any kind of floor
Normal
holes.
temperature right now is 67.
Yeah. Dog's
Just the head. Yeah.
Just the head.
What's
In
in
the
there?
bathroom. Very happy.
Yeah.
Super excited to be there.
Such a nice dog.
Situation though.
Because you look at dog dishes next to the dog's head. Do they have that in there, or did they put that in after they discovered the dog was there?
I don't know.
I think they
do you
put it
think
in
the
after
dog
because that's under
smelled
construction.
Because I was
like the
thinking
other dog's food?
Yeah, or something like for the dog to get in there and then poke its head through the floor.
Did you see her dog though? Her dog actually wanted nothing to do with it.
What is this dog doing in my house?
In fact, turned his head like,
oh yeah, he's like
floor dog. Yeah,
it's just a head of a dog sticking out of the floor. Makes no sense.
Get him out of here.
Most dogs, I mean, I don't know if they'd even know how to react to that.
Just a dog head coming up on the floor.
Because to them, his mind. You know what I mean? They don't have a concept that there's something under the floor.
Right.
So to them, it's just a dog. It's an alive dog. And you have to put your mind into their mind.
Yep. Blow their little minds. Well, Hank the Tank, the bear behind 21 home invasions, has finally been captured in Lake Tahoe. This is a big-ass bear.
Oh, yeah.
This large black bear, who is believed to be a notorious bandit and a hungry, uninvited house guest, has finally been apprehended by wildlife biologists. Authorities in the town of South Lake Tahoe, California, have been on the lookout for exceptionally large animals since last February. after they were hearing reports that one single male bear had been the cause of 152 reports of conflict behavior.
Oh, wow.
Including 28 home break-ins. They referred to him as Hank the Tank.
Anybody home?
But turns out, 3 bears all had similar patterns of behavior. And they were assuming all of them were Hank, but DNA testing confirmed that the bear captured was a female behind at least 21 cases of breaking and entering. What's more, she was trespassing with 3 young cubs in tow. They typically euthanize so-called conflict bears due to the significant risk they pose to the community, but Hank the Tank is no ordinary bear. The more homes that were vandalized in the ritzy waterfront community, the more the public came to the defense of Hank the Tank, blaming the bear's behavior on unsecured garbage cans and habitat encroachment.
It's our fault. We left our garbage cans open, and we just moved into their land.
Save Hank the Tank.
That's good. The bear's like gonna bust into people's houses, like bust into the environmentalists. Yep. You know, 'cause they won't off you. It's big.
Nice going.
Breaks into homes and eats like a king.
Yeah. Imagine the damage that bear
so bad
does in your house.
So bad.
Can't have a bear
849
on your plane.
Bear on the plane?
Bear on the plane.
Where am I, Russia?
Samuel Jackson.
Get these mother effing bears off this mother effing plane.
Oh, that's different.
As the flight was about to take on, passengers on the plane experienced panic and a massive bear escaped from the cargo area airplane.
Let's go back.
No.
Yeah, very Pleasant Park.
These passengers on the flight from Dubai Airport were left panicked when the huge bear escaped from its crate in the cargo hold of the Iraqi aircraft. This is just bear.
Hello. Yeah, that's probably what it is, huh?
The flight was about to depart from Dubai Airport when the bear escaped from its crate, causing quite a commotion. After the video went viral on social media, the Prime Minister of Iraq ordered an investigation into the matter to determine how this possibly could have happened. This clip that made the rounds on social media shows the plane's captain offering apologies to passengers for the takeoff delay, which occurred because the bear escaped from its crate in the cargo hold.
Still probably forget.
They say that transportation procedures for the
I
bear
gotta
were
keep calling
conducted
him.
in compliance with the law.
Pretty much.
And with the approved procedures and standards.
Cardboard box.
The aircraft ended up being an hour late for its trip to Baghdad. The bear was being transported from Baghdad to Dubai when this happened. Iraqi Airways said that everything was carried out lawfully and in compliance with international regulations. They are thankful to say that the bear's escape did not cause any harm or injury.
Crazy to know that sometimes in the cargo there's bears.
I think that couldn't be the case on a North American airline, right?
Yeah, like this is
Good
just
going.
a guy who probably has like, you see them every once in a while on social media where like there's like a sheik guy and he has like a tiger and a lion and they just like are walking around their living room and this is probably a guy's like, I want the bear.
You're right, someone in Dubai is
That's what it is.
Right.
And they were like, they caught one in Iraq somehow and shipped it off in a cardboard box.
I don't know what's going there.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how that whole thing works. So he would go through the floor.
How thick is it between the cargo hold and where you're sitting?
Has to be in Iraqi. Well, that I don't know. Who even knows? When was that plane made?
And are there any holes that allow access from the floor to the cargo hold from the plane?
There has to be. This bear, though, like, seems pretty chill. Like, I would hate to, like, they're just, like, seemingly touching this bear.
But he almost seems like a cub.
A little bit, yeah.
Seems young.
No, friend's luggage got stuck underneath the plane, and they couldn't get it off, and they had to apparently go in through like where the garbage can is in the bathroom, It somehow and had to push it down. So there is access, I guess, from underneath.
Yeah, I can't
pulled out the
remember.
garbage can, and they had to
get
like
a couple
do all
energy
sorts
bars.
Well, crazy luck to have your luggage stuck under the bathroom in the plane.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
not
you
great.
have to wait for it and
Oh, yeah.
everything. Oh, gosh. What? Like what? My luggage is stuck?
Yeah, I was wedged in the bathroom. A large man was in there dropping deuces the whole time, and it really caused a scene.
It's nothing gross. It's just in the trash can of the bathroom.
Yeah. The trash can of the used bathroom.
The bathroom thing, as we talked about,
Yep.
the most revolting thing you would qualify.
To apply to your job. So while other companies
902. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to go down Cass.
see why 4 out of 5 employers will post a job on ZipRecruiter and quality candidates with you the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I got a damn callus in the bottom of my right foot. And it's not too much bothering me too much right now, but so I say I don't think I'm going to be able to walk back. I think I'm just going to take an Uber back. You don't want to overdo it either. So I think that the average person would walk about 5 miles a day. Let's say. That's about it, you know. Anything over that is kind of overdoing it.
Want to make your night out a little more fun? Try some music, some friends, and a few rounds of Club Keno. But how can the Michigan Lottery make Club Keno more fun? Tripler time! That's right, Tripler Time's back. All this month, random Club Keno tickets will have a doubler or tripler message. Find one, and your Club Keno and extra prizes will be doubled or tripled. So triple your fun. Club Keno Tripler Time. Only from the Michigan
Yeah, I really need to make that causeway more bike friendly, pedestrian friendly.
Hit the road. But before you do, here's some essential summer content tips. First, check your tire pressure and make sure your tires are properly inflated. Second, top off your engine coolant to prevent overheating. Third, replace your wiper blades for
Or just build a whole new causeway.
summer rainstorms. And finally, keep your car clean and wet to protect the thing from the sun's harmful.
We need to maybe start making things more bike and pedestrian friendly. And you got people out there that don't have a car, you can only go by bike or foot.
And it sounds like peace of mind, knowing our
You gotta consider us too, you know.
closing Line 5 and the Great Lakes Tunnel. And that we've added extra safety measures while we work to build it. Because we're committed to keeping the Great Lakes safe for generations to come. Tomorrow is on. Visit enbridge.com/line5 for more information. Enbridge.
It's not working.
Life takes energy.
But it ain't working, I'm crossing.
For every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. You get real money back when you get gas with the upside down?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up?
I'll make
That'll
around
work.
$200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the upside app now.
Earn cash back every time you buy gas. Text STATION to 200-300 for an exclusive link to download the free Upside app and get an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. Cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just text STATION to 200-300.
Well, stop at the gas station and take a piss.
And get an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus. Text the word STATION to 200-300. Text STATION to 200-300. Are you tired of working, or are you tired of working at a dead-end job where you can impact? At Northwestern Technological, we understand the fit. That's why our HVAC program will have you ready for a new career in a fast-growing industry with a high demand for skilled workers in just 10.5 months. Enroll today, and you could be working in less than a year. Why spend tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars for the privilege of taking Common Core classes when you can spend a fraction of that amount for hands-on training from instructors who work in the real world? Because we believe the only way to learn HVAC is to work in HVAC. Choose from morning, afternoon, or evening classes with the opportunity to earn 4 national HVAC certifications. We've been helping students learn to love their job since 1979, and we can do the same for you. Get started now at Northwest.
You're on Dave and Chester Creek? I see. As we continue. I see. That's an odd one. That's an odd start.
Gonna get to a check in the news for you here and on the way. How did a newly hired driving instructor have a really bad day at work? Have python hunters been set loose in Florida? Plus, have scientists developed a wonder drug that could make people skinny no matter what they eat? That's all coming up. We'll get started here.
Uh-oh. Another big
9-10.
I kind of feel bad for this lady, but I think it's best that she realized quite quickly this wasn't the job for her.
Okay.
A newly hired driving instructor was cited after they crashed their car right into the driving school yesterday.
Oh, no.
Real bad.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's funny. That should be their new campaign.
I know, right?
Oh, my God.
Post it up.
Don't be this person.
Yeah.
It says, literally, learn to drive.
Yeah.
And the car's right inside the building. This happened at Community Driving School, located at on Wadsworth Boulevard in Lakewood, Colorado. The police department says several people luckily dove out of harm's way as the car smashed into the building. And there was only one minor injury, according to the cops. The owner of the driving school said it was this lady's second day on the job.
Second day.
She was bringing a student in for training for the classroom portion of the course when she crashed into the building.
So the student was in the car.
Yeah, that she was driving. The driver was the instructor.
Pooped their pants. That
Yeah.
kid.
Jesus Christ!
That's what you don't do.
Thanks! Thanks for the lesson! I'm stuck, by the way. I'm pinned.
Shockingly, the driver is no longer employed at Community Driving School.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know what the rules are for becoming a driving instructor. If it's just like I feel,
a driving instructor.
What I think it is you just fill out some paperwork.
You're not an expert driver.
Well, how many times have you driven by someone who has that thing on their car,
Instructor,
and they're terrible at driving?
Listen, just because I've been through it twice now with both my boys recently, you've got to be incredibly foreign.
Yes, I agree.
Really? That's one, and really hard to understand.
Honestly, what I think it might be is there's some kind of thing that some people have figured out where it's like, hey man, you can't get a job right off the bat. You can become a driving instructor, no problem.
Oh, the driving instructor.
Oh,
Jesus,
for your car.
criminy.
Like I'm telling you,
Really?
it's
It can't be
happened.
that easy.
Lisa,
Oh,
I'm
my
telling
Lord.
you the amount that I've seen where Dave's onto something.
You have to have a good driving record.
I don't
obviously.
know. I think you can be from somewhere else.
Teacher, I think straight out of Russia. I could understand every fifth word he said to me.
Yep. I'm telling you, there's a loophole. There's something going on.
He had a perfect driving record in Russia.
Right. Or he just had to be like drew it up and be like, trust me, in Russia, no accidents. I'm one of the best drivers in Russia. I filled out your paper, and here it is. I bought sign for a car, and now I don't have to pay for my car because it's part of the job. And I really think there's something going on there.
You need certification in Michigan.
Yes, but very easy to get.
Yeah, how do
Probably.
you get
Probably. This is what I'm saying.
Come on, this woman on her second day crashed into the building.
Yeah, I know.
It's got to be easy to get.
I see it all the time, and generally I'm like, oh wow, this is unfortunate, like a child is learning how to drive and they're terrible, and then I will get beside the person and realize, no.
There's no student there.
There's no student. This is the person that is training.
Yeah, there's one person in the car.
And this person does not know how to drive in our country.
Yes, you're right. In Russia, maybe great.
In Russia, they kill it.
In USA,
in Brazil, maybe they're killing it. But over here, all the rules apparently different.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something going on there.
So it was Russian with Zayn and with Aiden. Every person, it was always different.
Yeah.
And everyone was Indian.
Yeah. And you'll see a lot. It's a mixed bag. When Rowan was learning, my name is Greg. It was like some guy. It was like his name is not Greg.
Someone said, I used to mule bags of weed for my driving instructor. We would stop all over town, and he would run into houses, sometimes take him 15 minutes, and come out smelling like weed. But he let me listen to AC/DC, so I was okay with it.
That's just it. I mean, there's an upside to some of this.
He was his drug mule.
Weed deals while he's driving. I don't know. There's got to be something. There's got to be something up. And I don't know if it's just like, it's the whole, like, hey, if you start this company of, like, learn to drive, then...
It's not hard to send links. All you gotta do is copy the URL address and send it to me. Copy and paste.
Oh, really? Because you wouldn't think they'd ever go
No.
out of business, because there's always kids signing up.
People were complaining on social media that they had taken money for their kids' lessons and then just was a sign on the door.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Like to see
The jig is up. Yeah.
You have to complete, like, for one of these, 120 hours of training over 3 months.
I did it. Trust me.
Pass an FBI background check.
What?
Have a clean driving record. Yeah.
It must vary from state to state.
Well,
Bonuses,
listen, I've seen, like, one time I saw what I would say was an elderly Asian man. And I was like, well, maybe he can pass an FBI thing, no problem. But was not great behind the wheel. Was not, I was like, really was like, oh man, this kid sucks. This kid's going way too slow. And then I was like, oh, it's not a kid.
Had to drive my instructor to a garage sale so he could look at footage. You're just running chores with that.
Yeah, having kids drive you around.
Yeah, back in the day, I remember when you would go out on the road to learn on the road. A lot of times you were driving the instructor to run some of their errands, driving them to McDonald's to meet up with friends. You take a 20-minute break and you get back in the car and you drive back.
Wow. My teacher was great. She was cute. She was for it.
I never did it.
Fatima.
I never had it.
But she drove me through a drive-through, but she bought me a milkshake. This one was at a drive-through school.
Probably teaching you how to drive.
Driving instructor, milkshake brings the boys to do
I know how Dave passed.
Is it a thing they all do? Because I had Burger King this time.
What all my driving instructor made me do. It was a lady. She was cool. I remember that. But outside of that, I don't remember her.
I got it bigger and got some burgers.
Very nice.
I think he was just lonely because I'm like, you want to eat with me?
What did I say, Dave?
He wanted to take a bite out of his Whopper, Jason.
Yeah. I don't know how you're in such great shape. Take your shirt off.
Oh, no, I've pulled my milkshake out of your shirt.
No. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
That's not great.
Yikes.
Yeah,
There was a driving instructor.
That's not great.
Yeah, getting a little too
A little handsy.
touchy-feely.
That was not.
No, good.
Right. Sure.
This is just me just touching another guy in the knee.
And so began
just earned
Big
the
AJ.
milkshake.
Yeah. That's the origin?
That's the origin of Big AJ.
You got a hit on your
Oh, there's no on your pants.
Oh, there's vanilla on it.
That is a Whopper of a street.
Yeah.
Well, we've been following this story. Former cheerleader who was plotting to murder her husband in the Bahamas. She had her first court appearance. What's going on here? Let's get the details.
The former cheerleader accused of plotting to murder her estranged husband is led into a courthouse in the Bahamas today. She's in handcuffs and has her hair in a bun. Lindsay Shiver was expected to be released on $100,000 bail. She is accused of sending a photo of her estranged husband to her alleged lover, saying, "Kill him." Lindsay met her husband, Robert, at Auburn University, where he was a football star and she was a cheerleader. They have 3 children and live in Georgia and frequently vacation in the Bahamas. She reportedly told cops that whatever incriminating text messages she sent were just venting in the midst of a bad divorce. Her parents are quoted as saying, "Our daughter has our love and unwavering support."
I know that's your kid. Your kid's been accused of trying to murder their partner.
Well, I will say this though: if you just said something like
"kill him,"
like kill him or whatever, but there was no like you weren't really reaching out to like a hitman or.
I think there was more to it than that.
I thought so too. I thought there was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She had actually tried to hire it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because you
wasn't
can't
just venting to a lover.
Yeah. Because I have a whole group of people that are in a group message where we say just kill it. So we don't just kill them. Yeah, we might. Okay. All right. But none of it is like it's like jokes. You know? And it's just weird. It better be more than just that.
So she's going to have to remain on the island because she's been ordered to hand over her travel documents and agree to wear a GPS tracker as part of her bail agreement.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, I guess if you could just maybe extend your
If I'm going to do it, I guess do it in the Bahamas.
Exactly. I'm on the beach. I've got an ankle monitor, but...
Yeah, they are trying to say there was never a serious assassination plot to kill her husband, who filed for divorce against her in April, citing her infidelity as a reason.
Like, man, I must have
good accomplice. I mean, he was like... That's what they're using as their defense, though. Everybody says things out of frustration, claiming that they were just venting over her marriage woes.
I mean, honestly, though, like, I mean, you legitimately can't, if that's all you got.
I assume there's more. They wouldn't have arrested
It
her
has
for
to be more.
just a text message.
Yeah, including in the phone was a message allegedly sent to this guy containing a picture of her husband with "kill him" written on it.
But at the same time, didn't they, like, take her phone for another reason? I can't remember. God, I can't remember. Oh.
Like why they confiscated her
Yeah,
phone?
like they had it, and then they, like, looked at it, and they were like, oh my God, this says kill him.
If it's just a text, that's a bit of a crazy response. I just thought she was another one of these people that just inexplicably think it's super easy to hire a hitman.
Right, that's what I figured, that it's this big, long thing, and they've tracked it for a while, and it's gone back and forth, and not just a guy who works
they're
on a dock and catches
one size
oysters or
bigger.
whatever and just blasts his place.
They discovered her plot while investigating a theft at the bar where one of the guys worked. They examined his phone.
I just wish I knew what...
After the theft at the bar, and that's when they came across her text messages.
Shoot, I know it's Skechers, but...
Then they were caught on video walking through the local airport on the way to be jailed.
I knew what it was, I would have go on eBay and try to find it somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, but still, you know, like...
She admitted to sending the messages, but later claimed she wasn't serious about the assassination threat and was just venting in the midst of a bad divorce.
But she sent them to a hitman.
Was it a hitman or the boyfriend?
It was a hitman. Other
Well, there's the
say.
boyfriend and a hitman, so there's three of them, right?
Well, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got
They're
that.
not just arresting her.
Yeah, if you've got that, then that's okay. I mean, it's just what's crazy is just sending like a you know.
Yeah, so one of the guys is the boyfriend, that's this guy.
Yeah.
And the other guy is the alleged hitman.
I would never hire him. Like, I would never hire him to kill anyone.
I mean, you don't get real good choice. It's not like there's a ton of hitmen out
I
there.
mean, but I don't know. I mean, if I had a lineup of them, I'm like, no, the diamond earring guy, no, pass. You're ridiculous. Pass.
He looks kind of thug-like.
No, he does not.
I think so, a little bit.
He's in a golf shirt. Get pass. Hard pass.
What do you
This
want?
is what happens.
What do you want your killer to wear?
Oh, like I want him to look like that other guy that we saw the other day with the angry face. Looks like a Dick Tracy video.
Oh, you want that guy? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like I'm looking for a hitman.
Call my watch. Call my watch.
That guy. You look like Alex Rodriguez. Get out of here.
Call my
For
watch.
2 weeks, python hunters are set loose in Florida. They not only allow hunting of Burmese pythons, they encourage it. And then there's a big cash prize at the end of it for whoever gets the most. Here's that story from WINK-TV.
Those who hunt together stay together. Amy and Dave track and kill pythons nearly every night. Yes, nearly every night. They put on their bug spray, load up, and head out into the Everglades.
5-6 times a week. So all the time. This is our life. This is our, not just our livelihood, this is our life.
How does a couple from Indiana end up in Florida hunting snakes? Well, we all say we'd do anything for love, and Dave really did.
I could tell when she's holding the snake, the very first one, standing on top of the truck, I'm looking at her and I just took a picture. You can see the look on her face. We were going home fast.
A brief trip to Florida to experience python hunting quickly became Amy's passion. She gave up her career in real estate to come here, and soon after, Dave followed.
We started guiding the python hunts.
Now the pair's competing in the Florida Python Challenge, hoping to bring home some big prizes, but more importantly, some big pythons.
Every single python that we're taking out of the Everglades is saving the lives of hundreds of our native species.
I joined them on the hunt on Friday. For 5 hours, we stood on top of this snake deck, staring out into the dark, using lights to search for the invasive snakes.
Can you just back up for a second? I'm pretty sure this is like 90% of it's stick. That's a stick, right?
And while Amy and Dave didn't snare the python from the swamp, the couple told me that's common during the first few days of the challenge.
We didn't see anything to catch, which isn't that far-fetched because there are so many people out there. And it's not necessarily that other people are catching, it's that there's so much vibration and activity out there that the pythons just aren't coming out the way that they normally would.
It usually takes an average of 12 hours to catch a python. Add more than 1,000 hunters hoping to cash in. As the competition goes on, only the dedicated hunters remain. In the Everglades...
That's what happens here, right there.
9:33.
I'd rather just you take my onion rings.
Got your onion rings, fatso. Yes.
I'd be listen.
Oh, shit.
I'd be so sad to get onion rings and have them stolen by seagulls.
It was one of the saddest experiences I've been. I've been through some sad stuff in life, but that was one of the saddest.
GoPro,
things.
stop recording.
I'm like, not my.
Yeah, I know.
9:33.
We're going to go back for just a second to the snake hunting.
Damn
James,
seagulls
in
stealing
Tampa,
people's
you
onion rings.
are a snake hunter.
It's not for you.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, what's going on? So, James, you do this.
Leave my onion rings alone.
Just drives around.
Go get your own.
Couple hoping to see a snake on the road, or do you do it differently?
Yeah, what's your deal?
Yeah, so we actually started 3 years ago with the Python Challenge. We caught one snake the first time, and you're doing it so you can earn money. Because first place is like $10,000. There's an amateur, and then there's a professional section.
Okay.
And then, so we didn't do very good because there's so many people that go down there during this time frame. So we decided, hey, let's go down, maybe a week or two prior to the competition, which we did this year, and we actually caught 3 pythons. So
Well,
it was a
let's
little
just
bit
sit there
better.
and laugh.
Okay, so what if I just, for a whole year, caught pythons, kept them alive in my backyard, and then the week of, I was showed up with 5 pythons that are all huge because I was feeding them like full pigs.
I mean, that's what people were saying about the professionals, because one of the professionals is Dusty, who has a TV show, and he
Dusty.
actually won it the year we were
Dusty,
doing
what's
it.
the matter with you?
Yeah,
And we were like,
it
nah,
seems
this
like
doesn't
it'd
seem
be
right.
easy to cheat in this challenge.
It's kind of what I'm thinking.
But James, you going down early, isn't that kind of cheating?
Well, we didn't do it, so we don't do it for the money. We do it to improve the ecosystem.
Right, yeah. So if you're just doing it to hunt them.
Right, and we're a bunch of rednecks and just having a good time. So we went down there, and it's fun.
Okay,
so we brought...
How do you hunt them, though? You just, like, sit in your pickup truck and then just wait to spot one with a flashlight, or do you get right in the foresty areas and try and find them?
So we do both. So we have, my truck has LEDs and stuff. Everybody kind of sits around the edges of it with flashlights until you see some, because they're very hard to find. But we drive the levees and stuff. But you asked a question earlier I wanted to answer. So you can hunt them year-round, but you can only hunt them in certain areas, like the WMAs, certain levees. Some places are locked. You can't really get to. But you can hunt them year-round.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me because, like, I think, like, all of Florida knows that they're this invasive species that's, like, eating all these different, wiping out all this life, but then you can't hunt them in some areas where they're just spreading like wildfire.
Yeah, I mean, they only have the professionals in there, but that's a valid point. I don't really know why.
Right.
But right now they've got them a tourniquet north of Lake Okeechobee. They haven't passed that line yet, so we want to catch one of those big ones. We've yet to catch a really big one.
My guess would be just get one of them boats with the fans on it. That's the number one.
Oh, you did?
You're already,
Yeah.
you're on it.
Yeah.
You're on it. You got a chance.
Oh, yeah,
Any scary moments?
Yeah, there's some scary moments. My buddy, we stopped at this one levee, and he was like, man, I got to pee. So he whipped it out and started peeing, and there was like a 10-foot gator like 2 feet to his left, and I calmly told him, hey, don't get too nervous, but there is a huge gator to your left.
You know what I'm going to do? Get real nervous.
Oh, my God, yeah. At least you're already peeing, because I would have probably peed my pants anyway, so.
Start peeing right on that gator.
Exactly.
No, then might not.
Yeah. But yeah, it's dangerous. We wear snake boots and walk around and.
Yeah, have you ever seen another case where a woman has gone down there, fallen in love with it, and then, moved their whole family down there?
That I cannot say.
I don't think so.
We did see some women hunting them.
Gotta be rare.
All right, James, thanks, man.
But, hey, first time caller, first time I've ever called in and got on, so I'm pretty happy about that. You guys are awesome. I listen to you every morning.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Good
Steve.
luck. Good luck getting the big snake.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
He's got a chance. He's got one of them boats with the fans.
Yeah, we say that to James when he leaves here every weekend, too.
Good luck with that big
Good luck
snake.
getting the big snake this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get that big snake. I'll wrestle it. I'll hold it tightly. Give it a kiss.
A couple of guys out looking for snakes.
That's it. Couple guys.
Just snaking around.
Snake hunter. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get to those details on that wonder drug that could make people skinny no matter how much they eat. Also coming up, what was a Michigan inmate's mother trying to do for her son when she got busted? And those Fugan Italians still to come after this.
Previously on Dave and Chuck the Freak.
The moment a stampede of panic customers fled a bar in the north of Brazil, captured on the restaurant's cameras. Here they are. These are the CrossFit folks that are out for a run, but then everyone thinks something's wrong.
Oh my God.
And they all
It was like 3 people though, and like it was a slow jog.
That's funny.
there, huh?
They cleared that whole place out. I worry about this when I'm running because I don't look like I'm like just a fat guy running. Like I was like, oh my God, he must be running for something horrible.
I think I just figured out why you buy all the gear.
Yeah, like I think it's probably to stave off some of the panic, I guess. But
You want them to know you're a real runner.
Yeah.
Not just a big guy panicking.
I will run by people on the sidewalk, and I'm like, I wonder if they think I'm running from a murderer or something.
Get one of those just bibs, like a runner bib.
Yeah, just to make it look better,
like I'm in an official race.
Run. Follow this man right here.
Because I do. I look like I'm booking it.
Dave and Chuck the Freak.
Dave and Chuck the Freak, fueled by Celsius Essential Energy Drinks.
Take one last selfie for reference, then say goodbye to the stubborn fat and inches you hope to lose this summer. May I suggest, before your life gets all back to school crazy, schedule one single e-day. Visit Sono Bello and say hello to your amazing new shape. Micro-laser removal is the body shaping method you've been searching for.
Morning.
Gone. Thighs, arms, wherever. Gone. Permanently. In one comfortable visit. Great news. Sono Bello's
Anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit more than maybe you have type 2 diabetes, $1,000 of term insurance can help us out to about $200 a month. Call Term Provider and put 3 years, 800-777-1225.
Wow.
800-777-1225 or
Look at this. This whole stretch is replaced.
You pay in lost time waiting for your lawyer to return your call. You pay in lost money when your lawyer settles for less than the full value of your case. Discover why Michigan's largest legal newspaper is called Michigan Auto
So backed up.
for helping people injured in auto accidents. Visit autolaw.com for a free consultation. That's autolaw.com.
Finding a good show to watch.
Imagine if things were normal right now. We'd be backed up here to the railroad tracks.
You can add over 100 states with Max for And Just Like That, a new chapter of Sex and the City. In the same place you watch the new season of The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's the one up to like about
Hold up, you're using Whitmer Power Mop? What would Mom say?
Oh, she'd be like, mopping bucket is the only way to deep clean your floors. And I'd be like, Mom, this is the new Swivel Power Mop, the all-in-one that gets you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. She'd never believe you. I'd say, look, the solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket. And the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get into grout lines. That's why you're the smart one.
Really? What? Mom said it.
The new Swiffer Power Mop. Don't mop hard, mop smart.
At Kroger, you can find the highest quality products at a great price in every aisle
Before
every
long.
day with Kroger brand. So you can stock up on your household favorites that are tried, tested, and loved by you. Because when you get the products you love at great prices, it feels like winning. Shop now, in store, or online. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
The ones who trust.
9:45.
Small stuff. Because you know the kind of things can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping good information. We get it. We're the same way. Offering access to product experts to help decisions and communities.
Hydrogen being added to natural gas to make it more sustainable. It sounds like solar panels generating thousands of megawatts. And it sounds like carbon being captured and stored, keeping it out of our atmosphere. We've been bridging to a sustainable energy future for more than 20 years. Because what we do today helps ensure tomorrow is on. Enbridge. Life takes energy.
So you're in the middle of a kitchen update, and you can't tell if that's a faucet stem or a flange. With the Home Depot app, doing doesn't miss a beat. It'll find what you need in a snap, and it'll show you how to find it in store with a tap. Or get it delivered free. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early, so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts, so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
All right. 9:57. Just got into downtown Maumee. Headband's starting to get a little bit slippery. This is sweat's built up on it. It's not able to grip it as good as it was, as it did earlier.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You find a professional on Angie to make your backyard.
I still wonder what these are going to be for. No idea. They're lined up perfectly with one another. It's going to be a sign or something, or I don't know. Something's going here too.
To some, it sounds like kids at play. To us, that's the sound of healthy kids being able to play. Making an effective habit behavior is help us happy every night. And you'll be happy to hear that we are just in our Medical medical or personal loan debt, National Debt Relief negotiates with your creditor to reduce what you owe.
National Debt Relief got me out of debt.
You could be debt-free in as little as 24 to 48 months. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com for more info. nationaldebtrelief.com.
Mom or dad or someone you love having a problem with stairs going in and out of their home with a wheelchair or accessibility ramp, Williams Lift Company takes you safe and have their freedom still taken in here.
repeal these policies and give the legislature the opportunity to approve these things going forward.
$10:02. 73, 74 degrees.
They're all native to New Jersey. Problems arise when humans build more outdoor structures in the trees because it allows the delicate other kinds of structures that humans have tried to do. And those are the stages that only have really bad provide the world and the impact the next year. Now, if you defend the and then rinse it off in the water that you need,
Not gonna go too much further. That was my shoe. Something. What the hell is that? Feel nothing.
Coming up from the Menlo
in the world?
Center area, heading up toward the Garden State Parkway, where we have construction work. No incidents have been reported on 287 or on the Garden State Parkway. On the Turnpike, we have an accident in the car lanes on the northbound side, blocking the two left lanes just north of Interchange 8.
Shoes don't exactly fit me 100% either.
Exit 6 down to exit 5. 295 north slow into the construction work at exit 28. 55 heavy north into 42. And on the southbound sidewalk for construction work at exit 52 until exit 43.
Man, something's just stabbing my toe in the top part of it from the front of the shoe. It's the shoes, they don't fit me 100%. That's the problem. Shoes don't fit me right. Well, I'm going to have to get rid of them. I'll take them to Goodwill. They don't fit right.
These are real National Debt Relief customers.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to get out of debt by myself.
Yeah, she runs a little smaller.
Loan debt, National Debt Relief negotiates with your creditor to reduce what you owe.
National Debt Relief got me
It was 9.5, which, you know, is my size. Wouldn't hurt.
Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to learn more and get started. Nationaldebtrelief.com. The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Summer weekends are busy. Keep them moving with fast traffic and instant weather. Every 15
Hey, Jay.
101.5.
101.5.
New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety.
Yeah, we just heard this commercial. Drives me insane when they play the same commercial more than once.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to get out of debt by myself.
Credit card, medical, or personal loan debt, National Debt Relief negotiates with your creditor to reduce what you owe.
National Debt Relief got me out of debt.
You could be debt-free in as little as 24 to 48 months. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to learn more and get started. nationaldebtrelief.com.
101 days of summer from the New Jersey Lottery is still going strong. That means there's still time to get in on the fun events, games, and prizes.
Oh, that's new.
So don't wait. Go ahead and visit 101daysofsummer.com today. Once you can order by lottery ticket, please stay responsibly.
Oh, they are doing the whole thing. Damn, I think.
Don't get burnt by the sun. Make money off the sun. Advanced Solar and Energy Solutions is ready to convert your home or business to clean, green, renewable energy. Call 855-SUNNY for you. 855-SUNNY, the number 4, the letter U. With generous incentives, rebates, and energy efficiency, these systems pay for themselves. And you'll be making money all summer long. 855-SUNNY for you. 855-SUNNY, the number 4, the letter U. Or AdvancedSolarNJ.com.
The opinions expressed by the hosts, callers, and
I think that's going to go all the way up to the trail.
101.5, Town Square Media, or station advertisers.
New Jersey 101.5 instant weather. Dew points have dipped into the 50s today. Some deliciously dry air by midsummer standards. It's sunny, very warm, high temperatures pushing into the mid to upper 80s this afternoon. We'll stay dry with a bit of a westerly breeze.
Morning.
Tonight, a few clouds staying quiet, lows in the upper 60s. Tomorrow, a less beautiful day. Cloudy skies.
Why not just put a bench over there or
from
something?
midday to early evening.
Sit down and enjoy
in the afternoon, rainfall
the
can be
view.
heavy at times. High temperatures tomorrow, upper 70s to around 80. We'll flip right back to pleasant weather for Friday with partly sunny skies and highs in the mid-80s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Dan Vero. Right now, Little Egg Harbor is 73, Rahway is 76, Camden is also 76. Fast traffic and instant weather every 15 minutes on New Jersey 101.5. Weather made possible by Casino Pier. Casino Pier in Breakwater Beach in Seaside Heights is the best place for amazing family fun. Don't miss free King and Princesses, aerialists, fire shows, and character appearances. Plus great deals on rides, slides, food, golf, and more. Go to CasinoPierNJ.com for details.
New Jersey,
You can put a bench on each end.
our own radio station.
Over there and one over there.
New York, not Philadelphia. Proud to be New Jersey. New Jersey 101.5.
Hey, Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app, New Jersey chime time is 10:08. Dennis and Judy Show. I'm Dennis Malloy.
I'm Judy Franco. Good morning. Welcome to New Jersey 101.5. Dennis, this morning someone was honking my daughter on the road. She didn't know why, and then she realized that her husband was driving, forgot the wallet. Came home, searched the house for the wallet. Well, it turned out the person must have been honking because the wallet was on top of the car.
Oh!
They slowly drive around trying to find it, right? And then she remembered she has a tag in it that she put in there like 2 years ago, one of those tiles. Goes on tile.com, this old, account that's been there for 2 years.
Right.
The tile says it's nearby. She hears a faint beeping. gets out of the car,
It's
and
on the roof.
the wallet is wedged in the rack on top of the car. You know, the rack that
Oh, so it didn't slide off, it slid
didn't
to
slide
the
off, but it
side.
got stuck in there. But that tile thing, yeah, I am like, I want to tile on everything I own.
Well, yesterday we talked about getting an air tag for
Isn't that amazing?
luggage, yeah.
We just spoke about it. Yeah, so
I
later
think
on,
you
maybe
walk
we'll
around.
have to do like a lost and found topic. We haven't done that in a long time.
This,
long time.
this
But
I
right
think
now,
it's just
we
the
have
sidewalk
something more
closed.
important to discuss. The new scams are every day. There's a new scam hitting the airwaves. And it's usually happening on your phone. Sometimes it comes to your email. As a matter of fact, I got a note from engineering department this morning. Frank sends me one. Says, change your password. So I'm like, I'm so glad he told me, because imagine if I got a letter from corporate saying, change your password. So now you have to write to somebody and say, by the way, the email I'm about to send you is legitimate.
Right.
Before you send any email. Because
I get a warning sometimes now in the last couple of weeks. You don't often receive emails from this person.
Every time.
Yeah.
Oh, every email I get.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it's none of your business. Why are you keeping track of who I talk to all the time? It's like a little creepy. But
all of corporate America is creepy today.
Oh, it totally is.
I mean, all
And
the
what's worse
meetings, the language, the whole. And listen, this is a nice company. They're nice people here. But the whole
doesn't make them not creepy.
Not the people aren't creepy, but the mechanism, the whole, the culture, the corporate culture is what is the word I'm looking for? It's 1984. What's the guy that wrote the book?
Big Brother. Oh, George Orwell.
Orwellian. All of the terms and BS.
It really is. But they want that, not
People,
they. I don't
come on
know.
now.
That's another thing.
I literally walk right past the road closed sign.
Out of here.
Yeah.
You know, if you walk off to the side, because the grass ain't closed.
People, they want it. They want you to feel
sidewalk
and
closed.
get used to being in an environment where government rules you, and that we're all comrades in this army together, in this revolution. But
and no orange man is going to get in their way.
No, they'll just put him in jail. By the way, you should know that should scare the living daylights out of you. If you disagree with the government, you could actually be thrown in jail. But okay, let's go back to how did we get to politics?
Scams,
Yeah.
phone.
No, if
phone
you get
scams,
caught by the park ranger.
Internet scams, you get email, you get phone calls. What have you seen? What have you dodged? What have you? What can you tell us to be wary of? We get warnings all the time. But what have you come in contact? What have you encountered? 1-800-283-101.5 the phone number.
I think the most frightening thing, and what I'm really scared of, and I gave my whole family a code word, because this new thing was cloning your voice, and then calling your house. Now, let's say they cloned my daughter's voice. She's a mother, she has her kids, she's an adult, and they're able to use AI to call me.
How do they get it? How do they get her voice?
From places that she's called, and they call you,
right?
Okay,
and
then they get you to say, either engage in a conversation, or they just get you to say hello, whatever. Then they clone your voice. Of course, they know your name.
All they need is one word, hello.
I don't know what they need, but I don't know how they do it exactly. But they call you. Now they go, hi Mom, it's Rosalind. I don't know what to do. There's a car accident. Can you give me
I wonder if they're going to make this a sidewalk.
Boom, they got it. And that's what's so scary about AI is, if somebody said, there are a million evil ways to use it if you know how.
I just wrote a post about AI. New Jersey's the 4th biggest user of AI in the country. The 4th.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't find it interesting. I didn't think people would find it interesting, but
it's not. So what I did was I used AI. I used ChatGPT to write something. I said, describe Phil Murphy. I said, here's a demonstration. Describe Phil Murphy's hair. And it described his hair, nothing what it looks like. Dark, parted to the side, neatly done. I said, this is why don't trust ChatGPT, because it makes crap up. But when I said, who is Dennis Malloy? They said he is a radio personality with New Jersey 101.5 Dennis and Judy show. He's often funny and sometimes controversial.
Did they decide your hair color?
No.
The other thing is, there's a way now to train ChatGPT to write in exactly your...
Sure. I just thought it would be not interesting to we're the fourth largest user of it, but just to give a demonstration.
Well, did you put a headline like, watch me ask with ChatGPT?
That's what I should do.
You should.
But it doesn't have New Jersey in the title.
Lots of typical New Jersey and
All right, so what scams have you come across on your email or on your phone? 1-800-283-1015 is the phone number, or maybe even in person. Somebody knocks at your door and says, we're doing siding in your area. Yeah, the Hendersons just had theirs done. Very happy.
Yeah.
That goes to, I don't know, it's a scam or it's just somebody looking for cheap work or what.
I know people have actually signed up for cable from somebody.
I did. It was a big company. Signed up.
Right.
I felt bad for her. Tony's in Brick. Hi, Tony.
35, not 45.
Good morning. Nice
Slow
to hear
down.
you guys. You're like usual.
Thank you.
Real quick, just so you know, the weather did a thing. Storm Murphy's here was not a result of the tornado. It was straight line winds.
Oh, okay.
It looks the way it does. The biggest scams I've run across, I constantly get Federal Express, Walmart, and Amazon that there was an issue with my payment on account to contact them, and I don't have an account with any of them.
Or they said your delivery was being held up.
And the other biggest one, I get it at least 3 a week. Somebody wanted to take cash for my property. They live Delaware and Nebraska and Iowa. They want to buy my real estate, which again I don't have.
I get that, but they need my address, that I sold 5 years ago.
So they just go through house records and boom. All right, Tony, so you not own a home?
No, I rent now because I want to be able to pick up and leave Jersey as fast as I can when I'm ready.
Are you single?
Yes.
All right, and you retired?
No, I'm still working.
Okay.
I'm enjoying work, and but I'm going to, within a couple of years, pull up anchor and head south.
I think you're going to go to Florida, right?
No, believe it or not, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is what I'm looking at.
Say hi to my brother.
But I will keep the app on my phone because I love listening to you guys.
Thank you, Tony. That's very nice.
HLB 7166.
Yeah, my brother is in Calabash, North Carolina, just over the border from North Myrtle Beach. And I remember a couple years ago, a couple called, and they had just gone down there, or they were down there. And they said, yeah, we're a place called Calabash. Nobody really knows about it yet. It's up and coming. And I looked at it on the map. It was about 2 years ago. And now my brother's there. Yeah. So what kind of scams have you run across? Did you almost fall for any on the phone or on email? It's a constant battle.
Really bad English, by the way, and that's like the first
clue.
Is racist.
And look up the email address. Click on the email address. I got to give a shout out, Judy, to Stan Winslow. Hi Stan. He's a big listener. He loves listening to Dennis and Judy. They're good people. I met him last night at Kia of Cherry Hill.
Hi, Stan.
He's a nice man. And good luck to you, Stan. Sell a lot of cars. So, where were we? Oh, yeah, back to the scams, either on the phone or email. What have you come across? And is it a constant battle? Do you have any technique or any way you deal with them that we might find useful? 1-800-283-101.5, 1018, fast traffic.
We've got something going on here on Route 1 on the northbound side of Metairie area. It's all on the shoulder, so don't need to worry about that. There's really no slowdown. But we've got, looks like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 vehicles off the shoulder. One actually facing the wrong way. I don't know if this is one truck broke down and somebody's out there trying to help out. Just keep an eye out for it, and that's on 1 northbound by Meadow Road. Also, we have the construction work, which is going to slow you down coming up from Menlo Park on Route 1 northbound, heading up towards Garden State Parkway. Why is the moment on 287 and the Parkway? This way, construction work south.
called police. They gave him Narcan. Before they took him to the explosive devices and ran through it. Also, to the serious charges. I'm going to start this over the about details when you want, where you want, and on demand. At NJ1015.com and click on demand.
Beautiful.
Restaurant and bakery fans, the locations in East Brunswick, East Windsor, Forked River, and Haslett are ready to serve the fresh-made meals you love. Indulge in savory and set-aside breakfast, lunch, and dinner options, all served in the comfort of their warm and friendly atmosphere they're famous for. Downstairs and back, and enjoy fresh-made meals with those you care about. Don't forget a pie from the bakery only at Perkins.
Welcome to What If, the show where I, Jason State Farm, answer your insurance weather. You got a call from me. What's up?
Hi, Dave. What if, hypothetically, a moose gets mad at my car and rams into my windshield? Hypothetically.
Oh, just found a claim on the app. The State Farm will answer your weather.
Bike path's supposed to go.
10:34 on the south traffic. Looking off the slow go on the turnpike on the truck lanes on the northbound side, just north of the Raritan River Pathway Bridge. It's getting up on the 447 Delta. About 1,000 feet along Route 9 on the northbound side.
The size of those holes.
35.
Ridiculous.
And Boy also wants to see delays on 35 north and southbound. Almost not worth mentioning at the moment between exit 7 and 12. That gets any worse, of course, we'll let you know through the course of the day. Traffic is being sponsored by Wawa. Wawa Rechargers are energy drinks for everyday doers. Get energy every day with the new iced or frozen handcrafted Wawa Recharger. Gotta have a Wawa. Traffic every 15 minutes. Next to port 1048 on New Jersey 101.5.
New Jersey 101.5 instant weather. Let's talk Jersey Shore report, which, by the way, we post every morning at NJ1015.com. The rip current risk is low today, but because of yesterday's strong winds, we have upwelling along the southern coast. Ocean temperatures have crashed into the 60s in spots, as they often do. And now that land breeze may overtake the sea breeze today at the beaches, keeping those beaches warm and possibly buggy. Inland high temperatures mid to upper 80s. It's mostly sunny and dry. Nice summer day. A few clouds tonight, lows in the upper 60s. Now tomorrow, you may have some troubles at the beach or anywhere else for that matter. Periods of rain expected starting around lunchtime going through sunset. Rain could be heavy at times for the afternoon hours. Cloudy skies, upper 70s to around 80s. We flip back to pleasant weather Friday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Dan Zara.
Thank you, Dan. Right now, Edison 75, Milesburg 76, Pleasantville 77. Weather made possible by My Treat Trucks. Have a big event coming up, and you want to wow your guests? Check out My Treat Truck, a mobile candy truck company that brings fun and nostalgia to any event, weddings, bar and bat mitzvahs, corporate events, and more. Visit mytreattruck.com to reserve your date today. It's the Dennis and Judy Show tonight. Have you come across scams either online or on the phone or even in person? 1-800-283-1015 is the phone number.
No money.
So, I think I made mention of this last week or the week before. I'm driving down Parkside Avenue in lovely Ewing, New Jersey.
Gorgeous, scenic.
And there's a young couple in their 20s. Could have been foreign born, didn't speak to them. And they're holding up a poster that looks like either a body part or a child's face, and then it looks like a kidney or something. And then a big ass QR code. Need a kidney or need an organ of some kind, this child's gonna die. And you look at, cute little kid, and then you see it needs a kidney, and then you see the QR code. You putting, $3 in there is not going to get a kidney, but it,
I don't know, kidney just come down in price ever since then.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Bidenomics has allowed for kidneys to, your market on kidneys has dropped through the floor.
Nothing else can be afforded.
What's that?
Kidneys?
So you scan the QR code, and I don't know who would do that. Like, who would point their phone at that? And now it's on your phone. Usually you do that at a restaurant. Remember during COVID, they wouldn't get out with the menus?
Yeah, they still, and a lot of
They
restaurants
still do. Yeah, I over the weekend. So, wow, pretty ingenious. If they get your QR code is on your phone. Now they have access to your stuff on your phone. I don't know. Like, who would do that? Modern begging.
There are definitely people who would just be like, it's for...
Just take you to the Facebook page and I'll show you where to send money. In the meantime, you just drive home and your house is wiped out.
Can I tell you this funny story?
Sure.
I go with my sister to Walgreens yesterday. She's taking a passport picture, and she gets ready to take a picture, and the guy's like, I'm sorry, you can't wear white because it's a white background. She's like, what? They don't say that anywhere. He's like, well, we're not allowed to take it if you're white. So she's getting ready. So I have on a long white little passport picture. Okay.
Can I get 2 apple pies? Nope. Alright, there's 3. Let me pull out like anything. There's 3. 18. 15. There's 15. How much do you have there? 16?
Yeah.
Alright, there's 18. Nope. They give you too much?
Yeah.
Sorry. You. Thank you. Thanks.